Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A great lead here for Rebellion, 73-47. And, oh, I mean, what a beautiful lead there is. We'll see if they can continue this. It's Rebellion who are dominant here in round number 1.
And so far, it's been Triggers Down have been able to get some answers, but they haven't been able to string it together like Shopify and Rebellion. Want to see more of that consistency into the follow-up play from them, but they're within striking distance, and at any point, a 4 down can completely change this game.
Yeah, it's like what Tony says, the bend but not break strategy. You got to be careful about that, right? You can only bend so far, and we'll see how far Triggers Down can bend. It's 79 points for them right off the rip. Ezreal's got to win this 1v1. It's a very important one against Last Shot. He finds the back. What a beautiful...
Ezreal gets another one for the double. This will be able to pull that ball back deep into A. They're going to get those green spawns, and that is going to be a tough answer for Shopify Rebellion, because Trigger Down is just taking the ball right to them. They're going for these kills, but Last Shot with the sniper are able to get an answer.
Yeah, got to talk about it. Only a minute left in this game, and I mean, that's not a lot of time to work with if your Triggers Down, especially as Last Shot has the snipe in his hands. And look at that, the spawn. Don't spawn there. Rhino, watch your face. It's Last Shot who's coming for it. He even puts a body shot as well. Last Shot staying alive here. Another kill. That's a killing spree out of Last Shot. Absolutely beautiful. And my goodness, Tony, this is some incredible work out of Rebellion. They're looking hot, and Last Shot's looking hotter.
My gosh, just 18 seconds needed, now less than that as Shopify Rebellion. They have the setup, and they may just run away with it. Ryan Noob goes in for the challenge onto Last Shot. Last Shot drops a nade that doesn't actually take him down. Enzo and Kingmaker are able to get kills, and that ball just sits towards the tower side, and the nade blows it away from Frosty. So even if he has to play the ball, it's going to be tough. Luckily, he gets the kills, and he ain't got to play no ball here. He's taking the win right now.
Yeah, this is beautiful out of him. Understands only a few seconds left to get round number 1 convincingly, ladies and gentlemen, going over to Rebellion.
Whew. Just checking out some of the replays here. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, whoa, he was already down.
Yeah, he put another bullet into his body. Tony, you're wasting the snipe and you're making sure they're dead at the same time.
The double tap like it's Zombieland or something, man. Cycle 21 and 10 right now, dude. Making 22. Great snipe by Descendant.
Every time I see a melee whiffs from both players, I'm just gonna think of your joke about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. I mean, that was actually hilarious. 60 and 11 out of Frosty. Rynoob though gets the camo, and this is the turning point in the game again, right? I know it's just a camo, but so much can happen off this. Look how much space he's taking. Unfortunately, he takes a body shot, Tony. He's in trouble, and he gets taken out.
You know, the crazy thing was he had the repulse, and they were getting dangerously close to being out that, like, mind the gap, the double mind the gap scenario. That would have been crazy, but Last Shot with the repulse right up, and Sniper still has 3 bullets to work with, but catches one crossing the street without looking both ways. But nobody looks up, right?
Yeah, I don't look up.
He crossed the street. I never think a plane, like a bird or something. What the heck?
Right. Never worried about the high ground, but yeah, regardless of that, I mean, this is just beautiful by Last Shot. You see him just kind of running through, and it doesn't really show up in his stats, Tony, but again, it's the impact of the kills that he's getting that is the big difference. And you see it once again, another one goes through. Royal 2 with the ball in his hands, Tony. Royal 2 has the ball in his hands, but somehow has 0 seconds of time. This is Royal 2 we know.
Well, when you're running the ball, you never actually hold on to it, so you never get any seconds. He's trying to rotate it toward the spawning players. I like the play, but that is hilarious.
It's just used to seeing 0 seconds on that score for Royal 2.
As to be expected, Royal 2 has 0 seconds of ball time.
Even with the ball in his hands, he's like, get this ball out of my hands every 2 seconds. But But great assist out of the side of Shopify Rebellion. You see right there, it's a, gosh, Tony, it's a 34, I think it is. So definitely on the assist side of things, very different than what we see out of Triggers Down. And of course, that has a lot to do with the fact that Rebellion are outslaying them.
And Psycho alone, Rebellion is taking control right now. Psycho on the push. And meanwhile, his teammates actually going 2 down quickly. So as Psycho is pushing up, his teammates maybe left behind a little bit. And now Ryan New can't quite stay alive because Psycho, he was still pushing, eventually finds his target.
Well, Psycho's gonna find his target, and that's the ball in his hands. It's 3 down for Triggers Down. He'll find a way towards that tower side, and again, you see the push up here by Frosty with the camo. It's just about creating the space. The push will happen. You see, unfortunately, Royal 2 goes down, but it's Frosty unknowingly getting tons of damage in. And finally, he's taken out, but that's 3 down for Triggers Down with all that pressure he caused.
Psycho has ball in hands right now. This is great time being accumulated by Shopify Rebellion. King Nick avoids most of that grenade damage, but still is forced to back down. That body shot onto Royal 2 wasn't enough for them to get the kill, but it was enough to force the play ball for Shopify Rebellion. A 42-13 lead, and now Descendant is getting aggressive. Triggers are down.
Oh my goodness, the aggression out of both teams is insane. You're just seeing them like sliding past each other like we're watching a movie. I mean, this is incredible out of both squads, but of course Rebellion with that 1 round under their belts and with the pressure they continue to add. It's like you always say, Tony, and I love it, the bend but not break strategy. But how long can Triggers Down continue this operation? I mean, they have to get their slays up. They have to make sure to take out Frosty, who's freely roaming around, and they do just that. It's 3 down.
Well, they never took down Frosty. Frosty somehow surviving. King Nick literally went left, right, jumped over his head at one point, and somehow wasn't able to take down Frosty. And last shot with that accurate shots, always hitting his last shot. 3 down go Triggers Down, and they are not letting up. Constant and consistent pressure seems to be the name of the game for Rebellion.
Yeah, they're aware too of the spawns. You saw that spawn coming out of the mud side. Last shot puts himself in a scenario where he does not take damage from that side. Another trade is in the kill feed, but all the while, those trades favoring the side of Rebellion, as they do have that back green area completely secure, especially with that shot. And another one. My goodness gracious, does he ever stop? 3 down, Triggers Down.
Don't let that man in the kitchen, because he gonna cook. I promise you that last shot. Making plays, and while all that happened, Shopify Rebellion continued to score. Remote detonation by King Nick will slow them down just a bit, or maybe just cause Royal 2 and Rebellion to just rotate the ball. Back and forth we go. Royal 2 drops that ball to do what he does best, and that's slay out. 77 seconds for Shopify Rebellion are closing in on round 2.
Yeah, this is just incredible. 1 by 1. I mean, finally we see a bit of an answer back out of the hands of Ezzo, but so much more to be done here with 1 minute and 30 seconds. As I believe you just mentioned, I think it's just going to be really tough. You can just take ball, break the setup, get the play ball off the map. We'll see if Rebellion can do that, but it's going to be Ezzo holding down that nest side. He ends up falling. That's the first piece of the puzzle down.
Psycho has ball in hands right now, and although they don't have all the slays that they want, they're still being pretty darn efficient. But Descendant somehow sneaks over toward the backside, back smacks 2 players, and just totally flipped this game on its head.
That's a beautiful job by Descendant, and they know the last player alive is Frosty, so there's not really a necessary need to play ball or even to get cover. He's pretty safe. He was pretty safe for the majority of that time on the tower side, and he seems to be still safe here, but don't peek too much. Frosty's ready for you. Frosty takes out 1. The 2 down is maybe going to activate this play ball, and it does. The play ball happens, but Frosty is not done yet.
Huge snipe coming out of the Iceman right there, but you got to think about all that time they got accumulated. I mean, this was an 81-33 lead. Descendant hits that crazy double back smack, and now 62 points for Triggers Down. But as I was hyping them up, Rebellion steal that ball ball rotated back towards the mud side, and this may just be the final push here for Triggers Down, because while they may be getting kills, World 2 and Rebellion keep their eyes on the prize.
I just love what I'm seeing out of the kills column, the assist column. You got 20 assists for the side of Last Shot, 25, 20, and 22. You got Cycle getting over 30 kills. You got Frosty getting over 30 kills and I think 20 deaths. I mean, goodness me, what a balance of a roster we have here. You love to see that. It's game 1 that goes to Shopify Rebellion, and now we scurry on over to game 2.
Wow. A dominant performance here by Shopify Rebellion, but I feel like both Rebellion and FaZe last year were like kind of sneakily very good oddball teams. So putting them both, you know, smashing them together and even adding Last Shots to the mix, I feel like we shouldn't be surprised. Like a lot of times during most of those tournaments, like you would think oddball, which was an Achilles heel for both of those rosters, especially FaZe, they somehow just kept working on it, improving until it became one of their strengths. So not surprised that their big win objective came into oddball, and now going into the Slayer, you know, Rebellion going to be really comfortable.
I just hope everyone's ready. If Rebellion are to win this series, which, you know, obviously we've still got potentially two more games to go. I hope everyone's ready for a reset and for a long night. That's what we're looking at. This Rebellion roster is playing out of their minds right now. I am loving what I'm seeing. World 2, that's a triple kill to Tony. World 2's been playing RuneScape. The guy's been playing RuneScape. He just comes on Halo and starts tearing it up. What are we doing here? Formal, yesterday, tearing it up in Halo as well. I play this game Okay, sorry. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2. It's Aquarius Slayer, Tony. This is gonna be a good one.
I'm gonna need you to go, just step aside, take a nice deep breath, because you were about to crash out right there. I felt the tension like building. Are you okay? If you need a minute, let me know. I'm here for you. Whatever you need, I got your back.
These kids are lucky that this right now is not 2007. That's all I can say. They're just lucky, man. You know, lucky.
Sure. You know, I'm sure if it was 2007, you would be the one getting picked up on Shopify Rebellion. As opposed to Last Shot. Yeah, we are definitely lucky. That is 2025, by the way. You're brother, 2 decades. You're so lucky this isn't 2 decades ago, because we be listening to Michael Jackson and Lil Wayne. What? God bless. Shopify Rebellion up 1-0 in this series, and the Lucky Ducklings and Triggers Down have an opportunity to match the energy of going into Slayer Aquarius and maybe tie this series up and send us into a game number 3. But Shopify Rebellion, they're gonna get better and better as the series goes on.
Did you call them Lucky Duckies?
I was trying to validate you in that lucky statement. Okay, don't come at me. I was trying to help you out.
Thank you very much. I know you always have my back. Thank you so much, Tony. Triggers Down. I mean, this roster is great, and honestly, I think it just comes down to where do you? Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where do you see this Triggers Down roster if they stay together? If for this season, where do you see them placing? And please don't give me that in top 16 or possibly top 8 or maybe a top 6. I don't want to hear. I want to hear one placing or within a placing that you think Triggers Down can place based off of what we know from the team so far. Just give me a wild estimate.
Well, I put them in the same kind of tier as like a complexity. I feel like these two will be rivals and be going at each other. So I think realistically, and I'm gonna do what you hate. I think realistically, you would put them in like that top 6 category. Like that needs to be a realistic target. Now again, I'm gonna do what you hate, but I'm gonna say, like, you know, I can see a world where, you know, if you're already at top 6, you're one series away from getting to top 4. So if you perform at your best and upset a great team, you know, we could see them beat out like Trippy's roster. We can see them maybe even go toe to toe with the Shopify Rebellion roster. You can see a world where they get top 4, but maybe there's another squad that gets in there, because think about who's going to be competing for top 6. You know, you got the complexities, you got, you know, with that interstellar roster, there's so many other rosters that are going to be competing for the same kind of range. So, you know, if they did drop down to top 8, I wouldn't see it as the end of the world, but I know they would not be happy with that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, you got me hyped now. It's really just telling on how this season is going to be. I cannot wait to get the roadmap. You know, no pressure whenever it comes out, but I can't wait, because I can't wait to see where this first event will be. And you know what? Tools had mentioned it earlier. He said going to a LAN is phenomenal. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We get to go to LANs as LVT because of you. All right, because of you in the chat, because of Bear of 300 gifting a sub to the amazing Silver Fox. I love that guy, by the way. Great vibes. It's because of you guys that we are able to go to these LANs and create these memories. And for that, I just want to say thank you. We've gotten a lot of support from you guys. We are only here because of you guys. And you know, LVT, we're going to cover every single match that we can. I just wanted to thank the chat. I don't think you guys get enough attention. You know, as a streamer, I have to give you a little attention. I want to thank you guys, because without you guys, LVT wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be able to cast and do what I love every single tournament. So thank you guys.
Yeah, because of the Halo community, like you said, we are here, and because of the Halo community, we are here doing what we do and what we love. And if it wasn't for you guys being in the chat, I'd just be having a conversation with Tim. And I don't know if you've done that before. It's freaking miserable, bro.
Wow.
I swear on. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you still there? I thought if I whispered, you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, no, I can hear you, Tony. I thought our conversations were very fruitful.
Oh, they're fantastic. Let me tell you, man. I enjoy being around you all the time. Can you cover your ears for a second?
Yeah.
Bro, save me, please. Save me.
Can I uncover my ears now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Oh, all right. Did you say something nice?
Oh yeah, of course. We're talking about your birthday surprise.
Oh, yeah, July 14th. Are you gonna surprise me on my birthday?
For sure.
Oh, dude, you know what, man? I don't have a surprise for you today, which is also your birthday, but you know, it'd be really hard to give you a present every single day. I think I'd go broke.
Ladies and gentlemen, Triggers Down gonna be going up against Shopify Rebellion. Shopify Rebellion have literally won every single tournament, including one which they played with a sub in Collect. But coming out of the lower bracket right now, they would have to not only beat Triggers Down in one of these next 2 games, but then on top of that, go at Spin again in the grand finals through the winner's side and win 2 best of 5 series. Now, one thing I will say is that, you know, Last Shot and Frosty, they're no strangers to coming into a grand finals and having to win 2 series in order to become champions. Tim, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, I do. This is going to be an incredible series, and I definitely don't want to count anyone out. I'm excited to see if Triggers Down can bring this back, as Slayer is how you do it. We talked about game 3, best of 3s, Tony. We talked about how anyone can win, and it's true. The competitive integrity in a best of 3 is a little less, because you have less games to kind of feel each other out, but at the same time, you got to bring your A game in these best of 3s, and that's exactly what both these teams are doing. 5-2, Triggers Down lead.
You know, I think I have the best take, maybe a hot take.
Okay, what is it?
You know, I don't think best of 5s are the best. I don't think best of 7s are the best. I think best of 1s are the best.
Oh, one.
When we watch the Super Bowl,
yeah,
do we watch a best of 3? No, it's do or die. Win or go home. We should do best of 1s in every tournament.
Well, technically, it's a best of 4 if you count the 4 quarters, Tony. Right? Because, well, I guess not. Never mind. It's getting late. Yes, you're right. Sure. No, best of 1s is terrible. I'm not letting you get away with this. That's the worst idea ever.
I disagree. 11-7 lead in favor of Triggers Down at the moment here as we switch on over to Psycho, who is hitting shots. King Nick has had an excellent tournament so far, even a good game right now, 4-2, but my gosh, Psycho wins his pivs.
Yeah, he does. And the thing that he's gotten really good at too, and this is kind of just that young cracked cycle. I think he's the youngest player in the league or close to it. But I think he's done a great job of playing positioning really well. Like you just watch him move around the map, and you see our observers kind of on him right now. But look how he stays alive and positioned so well. It's almost like he ends up going down there, but it's just almost like you have to keep track of him the entire time while he's outputting all that damage that he does. It's a very unique player, and absolutely love how he's grown over the years.
He might be a young gun, but man, he plays like a savvy veteran. But my gosh, Overshield still in play at the moment. Thought it was about to be stolen. But Ezo forced to give up his top positioning. They're trying to create a distraction to Descendant and triggers down to allow somebody to make a play for this, Overshield. But it ain't happening. Right now, Rebellion are using it as bait, and the long-range shots are gonna not only stop every player from grabbing a hold of it, but then Shopify Rebellion pulling off highway robbery, taking it away.
Well, roll 2. He doesn't have a lot left, and Rynoob's the player that took most of that OS off at that jiggle peak. So very strong. Somehow Royal 2 stays alive. Somehow he's still alive. Finally, he gets taken out. Sorry to blow out your ears, Tony, but I was a little worried that they weren't going to take him out there. Rynoob was there. Descendant was there. Regardless, he goes down.
22-21 lead in favor of Rebellion after King Nick going right after Frosty, and this direct route from Descendant. He senses that he's weak and he's going to push up, and then right from the BR to the Bandit, and he didn't know what gun he wanted to use. He might have grabbed the heat wave down there at that point, but whatever.
What?
We don't know. You used to be OGAs.
Guys, Tony's getting tired. You can tell. We have the most fun when Tony's tired. It's hilarious. We're 2 down for the side of Rebellion. 1 kill lead so far. Goodness me. OS is coming up here as well, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you for being here. This has been phenomenal, and a very close game 2. This is what we like to see. I want to see this go to that game 3.
1 kill game at the moment here. Great shots by Rhino. I keep telling you, man. Dude, and it's not just this week. Every freaking week, Rhino has been slaying well. I think he really enjoys playing with the triggers down roster. I think he's tired of playing slow Halo. He's like, I'm gonna find Ezo and I'm gonna push with him. I'm gonna find a set, I'm gonna push with him, and they're just going to fly together, and it's been working, man, dude. Rhino and this man on screen, Ezo, have been kind of that duo, just running down everybody in their sight. Triggers down at a 4 kill advantage, and almost there to send us into a game 3.
You heard it from Tony, guys. If you want to get better at Halo, just have a kid. It's the dad buff, Tony. I agree 100%, Tony. 100% agree with you. As we go on here, and once again, it's Rhino with 11 kills, leading the lobby. It's a 3 kill difference, but yeah, I agree. He's kind of playing free, Tony. You described it really well with the aggression, but I feel like this team really opens him up to the play style he wants to play. And winning a lot of pivs, except for that one, is Rhino. And Rebellion continue to answer back.
I mean, I don't know if you know, but Cyclone last shot, you know, they got what Mike Guy and Naruto likes to call the power of youth. Okay. And it's real, bro. Let me tell you. Good God. Young kids on the block, and they had breakout seasons last year, and now on the Shopify Rebellion roster with championship expectations are Psycho and last shot. Rebellion up 1 kill at the moment. Triggers down, had a lot of control, but now Psycho, again, that savvy veteran-like play from the fridge side, putting down max damage, allowing last shot and Frost to get those cleanups, and now it's a 4v2, so what do? They lock down the map. This could turn into an overshield, and this could turn into trouble if you're a fan of Triggers down.
Absolutely love that too by Cycle, right? He clears out the bottom towards the P jump. He does not want Royal 2 to get assassinated, I'm sorry, in that situation. Look at this. It is swung out of control, Tony. 47-41. Rebellion are running away with this.
I think they didn't want Royal 2 to get sassy. I'm like, I don't know what that means. They got that little attitude or something on him. Great kills, great game by Shopify Rebellion. Triggers down played one hell of a series, but in that game specifically, lots of control, was doing extremely well, and looked like they were poised to send us into a game 3. But it just takes one engagement, one round of slays, just one great play from Shopify Rebellion to just turn the tides in their favor, and they simply ran away with it. Great job by Shopify Rebellion.
And Triggers Down run is over. Just seems like they ran out of gas a little bit at the end, but Shopify Rebellion, I mean, we expect them to always have greatness, and well, they punched their ticket to another grand finals. Tony, I was thinking about some things that you said, and I was curious what Tim thought, but I agree with you. I think we should start to go to best of ones. Now hear me out.
Oh my word.
Hear me out, though. The way that we do this needs to be special.
Okay.
I think we just extend the game, right? So instead of 50 kills, we play to 600 kills, or let's say like we build a bigger map. We put like a some sort of big beacon at your home base that you can build some towers out in like the lanes of the map, and then you can have like NPC spawn.
What are we doing right now? What are we doing?
So I said we're cooking over here, Tony, right?
I smell burning.
You're definitely doing something. Do not drag me into whatever the heck you're talking about. Okay, so 2 tower. What are we talking? Castle Wars? What? Go
You
on.
just said you
So
said
you got
don't
like
drag me, and then you started talking about
Well,
you guys.
I'm not on his side, but I want to hear him.
You want to hear it out, right? You
Yeah,
build
yeah,
like you got
go
like a
on.
big home. You can call it like a tower or like a nexus, right? And then you could build towers leading up to that thing, and then like you could like try to get like boosts throughout the map if you kill like creeps or like NPCs that are like, you know, boss battles in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I think if you do that, games probably last like 40-50 minutes. I think it's totally fine to do.
That sounds terrible.
Is it bad that I have no idea what he's talking about?
He's talking about League of Legends.
Oh, okay. I know nothing about League of Legends. I watched Arcane though. It was great.
Great
Mandalore
show.
with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you for cutting the tension and shutting everyone up with that Twitch Primer. Let's get more in the chat. Yeah.
Well, we can think about grand finals coming up here. Spit again, 3/4 of OpTic Gaming. Last time they met against Shopify Rebellion, it was a 2-0, but things are going to be a little bit different this time. In grand finals, not a best of 3, rather best of 5, and potentially 2 best of 5s if Rebellion can win that first best of 5. So plenty of more Halo to go here today. And, you know, we've had a day filled with everything. Some great matches, some hiccups here and there, but the support from you guys in chat has been incredible. Like Mandalore, like my boy Active said with the Prime sub, we appreciate that. And for anyone that is just watching right now and you want to help support the stream, see if you have a Prime sub available, or if you're watching on the YouTube like AR or Alkaline, see if you're subbed. I looked at the stats. It is 52.5% of people that watch us on YouTube. This is everything that we do on YouTube, whether it's live streams, videos, shorts. They don't subscribe to the channel, but they watch all our videos. So you might not even realize that you don't sub to it. You might just be, hey, there's a LVT, boom. I click on the video, it gets recommended to me. It helps us when you sub to the channel as well. I don't even think people are doing it, you know, it's not intentional by any means. I just think with the way YouTube works these days, how many channels do you guys go watch and like don't even realize that you're subscribed to, right? It's super common.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it happens to me all the time. So yeah, it's very easy with how the algorithm works. Like, oh, this is recommended for you. I'm gonna click on that, and then it's like the video's done. Now you want the next one. So I could definitely see a situation where you might not even know you're not subbed to the channel on YouTube. So get on that.
Hey, look at that. Just Theodore Barrett just subscribed. Thank you, Theodore. We appreciate that. Also, that's
Put his whole
I'm gonna
government
name
out
my
there,
kid
bro.
Theodore low key. That's a nice name, right?
You could have just said Justin, bro. Why you put his whole government out there, brother?
I mean, that's what it says. He's the one that's got his government out there, bro. It's his username.
Hey, Theo, oh crap! I said, damn it!
Hey, thank you, Brave Apple, for the subscription.
Let's go, guys.
The YouTube's been killing it, guys. What? Oh, Chris asking, what controller do you guys recommend? Tony, what controller are you using right now?
Don't be a coward. Use mouse and keyboard.
Wow, I like that. All right, well, Tony's our mouse and keyboard advocate, so that's to be expected. Don't worry if you use controller. It's okay. Let me go ask our player. Tim, not very good with the mouse and keyboard. He loves using controller. Tim, what controller have you been using recently?
Tony, give me a controller.
Oh, I got you. PlayStation DualShock.
I use a PlayStation DualShock controller. Yeah,
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, PlayStation controller. Yeah.
Only works if you're on PC, but it does have overclockability. Personally, I use the GameSir G7 SC. Has some overclockability to it. It's a great controller, and the best part, it costs like $40. So if it breaks,
wow, I gotta get myself a GameSir
not too
then.
bad to get a new one. There's plenty of controllers out there, and lots of people will give you great recommendations. Yeah, I love how everyone like immediately in chat was like there helping them, giving them controller recommendations. Shout out to you guys for helping them out. And if anyone ever has any questions for us, always feel free to put it out. You know, we'll help you along your way. The big thing about competitive Halo is everyone starts at different ranges or needs different advice, right? So for that, we've all been around. Like Tim is like he placed top 6 at like some crazy FFA event for like $100,000 that they didn't pay out, which is a true shame. But he was like playing with like the craziest players.
Why you gotta say top 6 like that?
Was it top 4?
Yeah.
Sorry, top 4. You got 4.
Give me something
4
here,
is
dude?
in top 6. I mean, he's not.
I am right with that. He also got top 9 at HCS
Top 100 in that same tournament, technically.
Guys, it was 2007. Can I just have my one moment, bro? I don't ask for a lot, man. Okay.
2007. Let's go.
Yes, it was almost 2 decades ago. Yeah, I gotta just let me have it, bro.
You know, there's a lot of people that watch our stream that are not even 2 decades old. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, Cycle. He's famous. Yeah. He's playing in the game. You got 4th place in that FFA tournament before Cycle was born.
Wow. All right, dude.
I think Legend too.
Why you gotta say it like that, dude? Like,
I think Legend might have been a year old when that happened.
My God,
Last Shot wasn't born yet.
I don't think Legend was watching you.
I think Renegade might have been 2. I think Bound's kind of in the same boat. It's always fun, right? To realize that time marches on.
Yeah, it's so fast. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, 4 kids deep, and they're all grown up, and I don't know, man. It's too fast. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, when the older you get, it just flies. It just goes. It's insane.
Chat. Type 1 if you have kids.
Dads and moms in the
how
chat?
many dads do we have in the chat?
Guys. I like that.
I want to see how many people can sympathize with you, you know?
I like that, Tools. I like that a lot. That's good. Hey, yo, shout out to all the dads, bro. You guys, holding it down. I hope your kids play Halo. Mine, they think Halo's an old man's game. So please get your kids on Halo early. Don't let them,
he's like, get them to be pro. Train them 14 hours a day. Don't let them.
Why do you think I had 4 kids? I was trying to make a team to contend with Final Boss.
Hey, shout out. Someone said I'm a mom, but 1. Hey, shout out. That's my bad. We love the moms too. That's crazy. We have so many parents in the chat. I did not expect it. We have a lot in the YouTube chat as well. Wow.
Let's go.
Shout out.
Nice. Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. Listen, Halo's gonna make a comeback one day. Trust me. I believe it's gonna happen. Do you believe, Tools?
Do I believe that Halo's gonna make a comeback? Of course. Hey, Halo's already doing great. I love Halo.
Oh, I think it's doing phenomenal. We know where it could be, and I think it gets there.
I think Halo's well suited to make something good and for people to come back. Like, my little brother never was like a big Halo guy. Like, he played with us when we were growing up, but he was a little bit younger. So he like more gravitated towards Call of Duty. They added that zombie playlist in Halo Infinite during October, during Halloween, and like he downloaded Halo Infinite to play it. Like, if you make something good, people will come and check it out. My brother, he knows I do all this stuff for Halo. He never asked to play with me. He's like, nah, it's like Halo's not it. They added zombies. He's like, bro, activate. He's like on it. I'm like, bro, I asked you like 16 times to install this thing. I downloaded Fortnite to go play with him, dude, and like you see what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta make something good, and they'll be right back with it.
The GOAT thinks I'm coping. Am I coping, guys? Maybe I am. I might be.
Sorry,
I
that's
don't know, man.
Mr. Number 11. No, I'm just kidding. Overboard. Don't take it serious. Don't take it serious. Oh, please, please,
Oh my
please.
gosh, you had to do that, didn't you? You had.
Hey, I think it was disrespectful, to be honest. I can't believe they put him at 11. That was crazy.
I don't want
I think it
to
was
talk about
Wes's
Wes.
fault, bro. Definitely, we got to look at the ballots. Like, where are the ballots, right?
Everyone
Overboard's probably
tagged
seen
Wes,
them.
so he doesn't know what's going on. He has the one.
He has the 11 emote. That's crazy.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
That's crazy work. For anyone that doesn't know what we're referencing, back before Halo Infinite came out, they made a top 25 of all time list. And Ogre 1 got put at 11, which I think might have been a little bit low for the legacy that Ogre 1 has provided. A little bit. Just a little bit. That list probably would be drastically different today, huh?
I don't. I mean, it should be different.
All right. So starting from number 25, who's the 25th best player of all time, Tim?
Oh, I can't do this right now. I need this list. I need. Like, what do you? No, you can't do that to me, bro.
I know you keep it on a sheet.
Listen. Ogre 2, Ogre 1, Walshy, and Strong Side top 4.
Wait. So you said Ogre 2, Ogre 1, Walshy, Strong Side?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like Snakebite probably earned his way into that. No,
they did. But listen, man, it's hard to have that conversation. It's the same conversation. It's the same conversation as who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron. You can't do it.
I like
you can't do it.
Hey, at the same time, I think you're good at Halo.
You can't do
bro.
it. I think Snakebite's phenomenal.
No. Apparently, you don't.
Here we go, bro. Listen, man. Goodness frickin' me. No, listen, it's the same debate, though. Different eras, different times. Like, it is what it is, you know? But I will say that 2006 to 2008 was the best time in Halo, period. And I don't care who the hell tells me no.
This is always the question. And I'll present it to you, Tony, first. Is there anything that anyone can do in Halo today to become number 1 on the list over Ogre 2?
Is there anything? I
like
mean,
right now. I mean,
you're gonna have to
like if Lethal won another world championship this year, or if Snakebite won another world championship this year, would they become number 1?
This year, that's tough, man.
At least like 3 more
this
games.
year, I don't know.
You see, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's too tough a list because it's like at some point you got to be like, what is the requirement? Because Ogre 2 is so great, right? Like the heights are so high for him, and he played in so many Halos. You got to remember, he played from Halo 1 all the way to Halo 5,
and they drastically changed.
Yeah,
very like that's the thing. That's the big thing is the drastic change in Halos. They were not. It's not like we're talking like Counter-Strike where it doesn't change ever. Which, by the way, great job Counter-Strike. But these games drastically changed over the years, and still, you know. So I don't think so. No.
It's an interesting conversation to have for sure about who can get up to the top, who can get to the heights. Sometimes it feels like Ogre 2 is untouchable, but Halo's going to be around for another 10 years, another 15, maybe 20. And maybe we'll see if Frosty can get his way up there. I'm rooting for Frosty to become the GOAT by the time he ends his career.
Frosty, okay.
Yeah, I think Frosty, right? Am I crazy for that?
I think Frosty's great. I think he's great.
That didn't answer the question.
I think as of right now, I mean, if you're looking at like resumes, like I guess Snakebite would have the best chance.
For sure.
Like over the long run right now. Like I'm looking across. I think, yeah. I mean, if want to give it to anybody that has a puncher's chance and getting that number 1 spot, it would have to be Snakebite. I'm not guaranteeing that it will happen. I'm just saying he's in the best opportunity to.
Yeah, Snakebite. I mean, like I think people think like Snakebite's like super old or something because you guys gotta remember he started playing when he was like 12 or something. Yeah. So it's like he's still like well before his prime in my opinion.
Excited to see where he ends up. I think if there's one player, it's definitely him. Oh goodness me, we are loading in. I actually just got told that by my production, but I pretended.
It's all good.
Anyway.
Hey, don't worry, Tim. I'll take it from here. Shopify Rebellion need to get done in 2 best of 5. Spin again. If you're not familiar, 3/4 of this OpTic gaming roster being met with Fallicated, filling in that 4 spot for Formal. Shopify Rebellion has won 3 of the 4 off-season tournaments. The one that they didn't win, they just didn't participate in. They're batting 100 100% on championships, but the road is perilous. 2 best of 5s needed to get the job done. The venue is set. Forbidden Flag. Guys, take it away.
It's Spin again going up against Shopify Rebellion, and Spin again, like I said, only have to win 1 best of 5 series, and Renegade with the sniper puts it to the dome of multiple players, and with that we see an early flag run coming out of Spin again.
I love this by Renegade. You see the reroute right here. Understands where the pressure is coming from. Gets 2 players down to 1 shot. And look how quickly they get cleaned up by Bound. Tony, I started my casting career. You were casting for a while, but these 2 guys were the best 2v2 team in Halo 5. And now they're on a team together. It is dangerous.
Guys, we have a quad goose in the lobby right now. Everybody right now is on goose alert. Every single player right now on Rebellion is on goose alert because the second flag just went in, and right now Falcon is moving forward. We could be ending this game with a quad goose as Renegade takes down 2 is able to take down 1, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. Oh my gosh, this has to be the greatest forbidden game ever in HCS history. Double goose, Spin again, finishing the job.
Oh my word. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not a troll. I have goosebumps everywhere. That was absolutely perfect. Tony, I have nothing to say. Tony, this is only, and I love Falcated a lot. He's a great player. This is only 3/4 of the roster. There is still 1. This is gonna be an incredible season.
Dude, that was crazy. That was a 1 minute and 52 second capture the flag for the game. 1 minute and 52 seconds. Like, that is actually insane.
Tony.
Yo, what did we just witness?
Dude, Legend is on 100+ ping, by the way. 100+ ping. So, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I came through and I saw this team on paper and I said, I need to see something. Because we've seen teams on paper that look phenomenal on paper, and then at events and on tournaments, not necessarily what we thought they would be. It's incredible. And I know it's an online event. I understand the implications. I understand what we're looking at. This is an off-season tournament. This is online. But we're talking about a Shopify Rebellion roster that has won, almost every single off-season tournament, Tony? To have a game that quick blows my mind. I'm not joking. I got chills, goosebumps. I'm about to fall off my chair, my dinosaur, everything. This is crazy. That was only game 1.
Wow, game number 1. 3-0, and somehow that doesn't even do what we just saw justice. We literally just saw history being made right there, and goodness gracious, that was actually incredible. But it looks like we're trying to end the game here. I feel like I'm still in shock from that game number 1. I'm happy that we're resetting because my brain hasn't like just like figured out what just happened. I need a second to like breathe.
Yeah, the game happened so quick that someone decided to put negative score on the board so the game would last longer. Like, that's how quick the game was. So we got a negative score so the game would last longer than 3 minutes. That was incredible. I want to be honest. Like, I don't know. Like, I will say, listen. So the game 1, 3 minutes long. Fine, great. Double goose, crazy. Haven't seen that in a while. But this game 2, Shopify Rebellion, when it comes to Slayers, very proficient, right? I would say one of the best Slayer teams in the game. They have been, even through the roster changes. I still think they're one of the best Slayer teams in the game. This is where I'm excited. you've got one of the best Slayer teams in the game, but then you've got Bound, Renegade, Legend, and Falcated on the same team. So where do we end up for game 2? Is it another blowout, or does Shopify Rebellion wake up? Is the alarm going off? Are we clocking in? You know what I mean? I don't know. That was nuts.
I mean, the crazy thing is, like, no matter what we see in game number 2, there's no way we're gonna see the level of dominance that we just saw in game number 1. Like,
No.
so like if you're Shopify Rebellion, you're like, hey, can't get any worse than that, right? Like, unless you lose 50-5, you know, it legitimately can't get any worse than that. So we're gonna go into game number 2. We know that Shopify Rebellion are a fantastic Slayer roster. They're obviously all very comfortable with Solitude. Every single one of these players have participated at a top level back in Halo 5, and obviously have been here since Solitude has come into play here in Halo Infinite. That just has to be one of those, like, yeah, GG's, go next. Like that, like somebody has to sit here and say, hey, look, you know, we can complain, we can do this, like, dude, that shit didn't happen. Like, as simple as that. Let's go, game 2. Like legit. I'm sorry, I should have watched my mouth. Sorry.
No, it's good, Tony. That game could legit be a freaking YouTube short or TikTok. Like, that's crazy.
Well, actually, it was 1 minute and 52 seconds. And YouTube Shorts are actually going to be 59.5 seconds long. So maybe a TikTok, because they did extend TikTok to like 3 to 5 minutes. But well, I see the point you're making.
Thank you. So stupid. Here we go. Why are we negative again? What's going on here? What? Not sure what's happening. I guess we're just gonna run it. I don't think we're gonna run it. Anyway, listen. I'm very excited to see. You know what else is crazy, Tony? There's still one. There's a couple of teams that haven't fully announced yet, but there's still one lurking out there somewhere. And I know, and you know, and everybody knows, the worst kept secret ever. Apparently, towards the end of the month is when the announcement's coming. I heard from a little birdie. And we know that they're one of the best content orgs in the game, but I got to talk about that team. Like, that team still hasn't been announced yet. It's like a new challenger has arrived. Things are gonna be real spicy this season.
Yeah, I mean, I put out a tweet out yesterday, and I just said, I swear SSG are about to drop a full-length movie or something as their roster announcement. I know they're cooking up something. That was like my exact tweet that I put out literally, I'm sorry, 2 days ago, excuse me. And yeah, I feel like I don't mind SSG being the last to announce it, and been waiting for so long, because of how much faith and trust I have within that organization to make whatever the roster announcement is gonna be special. And like they even they replied to my tweet. A couple of the guys I know that work for SSG, they were, oh yeah, we're gonna put out some kind of sick graphic or something, like just joking around, like, oh yeah, we don't have anything planned whatsoever. Like, you know, we got something fun, engaging, and just just wow the community, because SSG are just that type of organization. They're just that type of people.
What scares me about that game 1, by the way, is and I'm gonna be honest, I saw it in the chat, and it's very true. Is the fact that we just witnessed how strong double snipe is with 8 bullets of ammo. Double snipe with 8 bullets of ammo. You have a team that gets both snipers. It is very difficult to get out of that situation. So very interesting to see if that stays in, or if that's, you know, a point of contention later on. But yeah, I didn't expect to see the double goose there. And once you get trapped, it's just even some of the best players in the world are not gonna be able to get out of that. And you saw that there. I mean, it's just it's a double snipe on you. They've got top control. They've got nest control. You're trapped in the back of the base. How do you get out? You know, very, very difficult to do.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue and say that, like, you and I have casted probably thousands of games of Halo at this point. Like, yeah, with how long we've been doing it together, and I could arguably say that we've seen, you know, almost everything. Yeah. So for us to be speechless like that, I even say chat as well. Like, dude, chat, like for like, I mean, obviously, you guys have been watching Halo for a long time. This is something that I can confidently say we have never seen.
Nope.
Like a championship level roster, you know, with championship expectations, literally almost quad goosed in a game like that. Like, I don't know about you, but I can confidently say that I've never seen anything like this. And legitimately, I was left speechless after, like, even the replays right now. This was unreal, man.
Yeah, Renegade not missing a snipe shot. Legend had the other sniper for a moment there. He ends up going down, but I believe, but yeah, Renegade. I mean, even this play right here, the fact that he stayed alive this long and then got that kill as well. I thought it was going to be a triple goose when that flag went in, but he gets killed at the last second. Actually, yeah, one of the craziest things I've seen. And like I said, if that's how this season's starting, like Tools had said earlier, make your way to a LAN event. It is going to be magical. We've got a nice tight-knit community here at Halo, and those events are always a blast and a pleasure. So can't wait once again to get that beautiful roadmap so we know where we're going.
Well, I know where we're going here for this game number 2, and it's going to be on the Plaza remake, and that's Solitude. For game number 2, Shopify Rebellion want to forget everything that happened in that game 1, but you know we won't. They want to bounce back, and they have an opportunity to do so. Shock rifle over towards that tower side. You better watch out for it. Camouflage sitting dead center in the map, drawing in everybody's attention. I know some people have their feelings about Solitude. I'm gonna go out and say it. I love this map, and I've always been a fan of it. And I'm sorry if that's a hot take.
No, not at all. Bound ends up killing himself there. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. I believe it was. And I want to say something. This is very good for Shopify Rebellion, Tony. I've been watching a lot of UFC lately, like clips and stuff of old fights and all that. And when you get rocked and you got the chicken legs and you can't maintain your posture and you're kind of wobbly. That's when the fighter goes for that kill shot. That's when he goes for, he takes you down, but you get time to recover. Things change a little bit, right? And I know this is very different than fighting. I'm aware, but I just think it's good for Shopify in this situation. Very quick game 1. You have time to recover, and now we go into game 2.
All right. And this time everybody's playing it out, and that includes Frosty, who goes right after mid, gets himself a camouflage, finds himself a back smack, and so far, a much better start for Rebellion than the entire game we saw on Forbidden.
I mean, look at Frosty's mad. That's a triple kill out of Frosty. Catches the players rotating as well. 4-0, Tony. Oh boy. 5-1. Legend almost goes down as well. I'm hopping into the play-by-play seat for a moment. Tony, I'm sorry. This is just, there's a lot of action going on. This is kind of crazy.
Spin again. You better watch out. You done made Frosty mad. All 5 of his team's kills, and now Last Shot is going to join them with a huge double kill, but down to 1 shot. Can he survive here on the Cafe side?
This is a great job playing his life, though, and he hears Renegade. You heard the footsteps right there. So many people ask why I'm deaf. Well, it's because I have my volume to 110,000%, and so does Last Shot, apparently. A beautiful kill onto Renegade, and that will give Rebellion that 10-3 lead, and they also have information on 2 more players.
That's actually part of the reason why your ears are starting to go. The other one is because you're old. 12-4 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion and Last Shot. Still rocking with that shock. 1 full burst left as Legend going to be his victim, and Bandit is out. Luckily falcated, strafing around that pole perfectly.
Serious talk. I mean, this is a great answer back. Of course, it's nowhere near over yet. If you're counting out Spin again, you're very mistaken. I truly think they can obviously bring this back, but this is a phenomenal start by the side of Rebellion. You have Frosty starting off 7-2. A little bit of an answer back from Legend, but beautiful start once again for Rebellion. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, a little bit of an answer back from Legend, but a huge answer back after that game 1 for Shopify Rebellion. And this is kind of the performance that you really wanted. You were dominant in that game number 1. Great. We're going to have a dominant bounce back. There's going to be no question who will be the best in game 2. Still early right now. And Legend's already starting to hit shots. Active camouflage is up. Spin again. Have eyes set on it.
Beautiful reversal there by Legend. I mean, utilizing again that late jump, and he continues on. He's got a nice flow to his game. He just continues to run through the map. They do give up camo, but they give Legend a triple kill. 20-14. Spin again, starting to spin.
Last Shot. Just navigating the map with that camouflage falcon, and Eagle eyes him, but somehow Last shot survives and then goes and picks up that kill. A great stick by Falcon to neutralize the camo, but Rebellion hold on to the lead.
Really big point here is that shock rifle that is coming up, and you see Renegade is on that, watching very closely for that glass side on with Frosty. And this is where things get a bit interesting. It's Renegade with the first kill.
Sniper in the hands of Renegade. This is not what Shopify Rebellion want to see, down by 6 kills, but anytime this man has a sniper, you know magic could happen. Frosty finds out exactly where Renegade is with this shock. Falcon, it does come in for the cleanups, but the nades are already started to go down, and Shopify Rebellion ain't finding anybody with this damage. Spin again, forcing them off of spawn, and now forcing the split spawns here. First 2 come up, but the first 2 to go down. Spin again, bring them back within 3.
This is how you play Slayer efficiently. You get 2 down on the map, you push the other 2, and that forces the spawns from the first 2 that you killed to be across the map. And then you can continue to stagger over and over again. That is what Spin Again is doing here, and that is why they're catching up in this game.
We're catching up because Shopify Rebellion just got a huge 3 down, and now back to a 6-kill game here. 31 kills for Shopify Rebellion, and Cycle with that camouflage refuses to miss. Full shields is now. It's a full-on attack. Bound ends up going down. Anticipating Legends there? No, Legends all the way towards Hotel side. Don't worry, Raw 2 and Last Shot are going to work on them as Rebellion once again increased their lead to 9.
I love this answer back from Rebellion. This is exactly what you need going into this game too. We've just moved to best of 5s as well in the grand finals. So we're gonna see some interesting things happen here, but my goodness, they are continuing on the tear right now. Still a 7-kill lead.
Multiple going down. The final player is going to be Frosty. The spawners did come in and lift up immediately towards the snipe side. So you're seeing Psycho and now Last Shot starting to join him. Spin again, got the kills, but somehow Rebellion got favorable spawns and right back on the map, right back to an 8-kill game, and they're on board with Frosty, who might just turn this into a flame.
Rebellion are doing. Look how split Spin Again are. There's 2 people on the blue side. There's 2 people back at Yard, and they just continue to split this roster over and over again. Finally, an answer back. It was 2 down for Rebellion in that moment. Renegade going towards the snipe. It comes up in 30.
My question is, will this game be over that fast? Because the way Shopify Rebellion are playing right now, it is scary. 42-34. Renegade wants to push up and try to support his teammates, but Bound ends up going down. Legend is on a full retreat. Renegade hitting shots, good God.
Beautiful shots by Renegade right there, but still so much work to be done. Rebellion, relentless pressure into the Yard. Legend gets a kill in the kill feed though. This is what you want to see. You want to see more clean kills like that. It's 2 down. Oh my gosh, the trade outs. Look at this push. It's a 2. My word, 2 back-to-back. 4 kills back-to-back here for the side of Spin Again, and they get camo.
At one point, it was looking very bleak here for Spin Again, but with this camouflage and only down by 4 kills, it becomes more and more doable. But this round of slays matter. The Shopify men are trapped toward the S1 side. They decide to triple lift right into the grenades and the damage of Renegade and Falcon. That was not the play, because now Spin Again are just 2 kills behind. Make it 1 kill. Spin Again are looking to put on a comeback.
Oh, it's just, it all started in the Yard. Like, they got 2 kills. The other 2 players from Rebellion wanted to push the door. They killed them as well. It all started there. And now, like you mentioned, a 1-kill game. Rebellion trying to double push on the snipe side, but they have the information, does Spin Again. They know exactly where this push is coming from, and they tie the game.
Just when you thought they were out, they just pulled themselves right back in, but Frosty and Cycle work a nice little 1-2 combo. Legend gets involved seemingly out of nowhere, and Cycle may just find out the hard way that it ain't just Legend, it's Renegade, it's Bound and Falcated with the squad spawners over on the back tram side. Somehow Frosty hits a double kill with 1 grenade, a cluster luck to literally obliterate any type of offense from Spin Again.
I want to rewind us back, Tony. When I talked about Cycle and what makes him such an incredible player, what did he do in that last play? 2 times, was taken down to no shields, 2 times, stayed alive while he let Frosty that last time get that cluster luck. I absolutely love his ability to stay alive in these games. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands, and don't forget, it's Rebellion that come from that lower bracket. Rebellion have to win 2 best of 5s to be your champions in this grand finals.
A big win coming out of Shopify Rebellion, but if you look at the whole story, again, one of the most dominant performers that we've seen on Forbidden for that game number 1 for Spin Again. Game 2, Rebellion had a pretty decisive lead. Spin Again almost stole that one away. So this was an absolute fight in order to take that 1 Game 2 Slayer, which seems like Shopify Rebellion's bread and butter right now.
Yeah.
But now we're going into an objective. And Spin Again, will they look anywhere near as dominant as they did in that game number 1 in game 3? Because even a fraction of that is enough for them to go up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, this is the push I was talking about. They take care of 2, and then the push comes in, they take care of another 2, and they don't lose 1. That's how that comeback came to be. There was an unfortunate aggressive rush, and now we go to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's Streets Oddball.
All right. Well, luckily for Shopify Rebellion, Oddball in general tends to be a better objective mode for them, and you're seeing how quick they are to hop on that ball, bring it over toward the back A side, while also slaying out simultaneously. So now that score already starting off 12-0, and Spin Again are just spawning right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of free ball time for the side of Rebellion. Camo is up. And that ball is dropped, so not a lot of ball time, but it'll be a camo for the side of Rebellion. And now it's up to Royal 2 to use this to his advantage, but unfortunately, he gets taken out by some beautiful teamwork.
Some great slays by Rebellion in an early ball pull, but I mean, how did Renegade and Legend get such easy access towards that purple side of the map? You saw them just kind of push up and with no resistance. What happened?
You gotta watch all the lanes. There's 3 lanes on this map. If you don't have presence towards one of those lanes, the enemy team will find a hole through those lanes and they will exploit it. That's what happened there. It was an unfortunate lane that was not filled, and of course, Spin Again got in.
Oh, as of right now, Spin Again scoring at the moment, bound. No kills to his name just yet, but 4 assists already, and right now alive and kicking. But notice how there's pressure coming in from both sides there, creating a pinch to the Shopify Rebellion to get their first kill, and answer back by Renegade. And now such a close oddball game, and you're starting to see Shopify Rebellion really take space on the strong side of the map.
Now you see this B hole. It's a bit awkward, Tony. That you got potential spawns on both sides of the map that you have to worry about. Ideally, it's going to be Spin Again that tries to get that ball inside of PD. I love that play by Renegade, utilizing movement to get away. But unfortunately, it's going to be Falcated who goes down with that camo. Now Renegade's all by his lonesome.
He's been alone, you know? He's a lone wolf, so to speak. Shopify Rebellion, quick on the kills and quick on the ball. Love the objective efficiency coming out of them, and it so far has netted them a 23-13 lead. But once again, Renegade and Legend duo pushing up together, diving together. Renegade willing to trade out his life, forcing last shot to rotate this ball, and one of which Legend is getting free damage towards the backside. Legend nade takes down last shot, and he continues to be that damage dealer that he is. And you know what? I'll trust my teammates to handle my light work. Let me keep this ball alive. I don't want any resets.
Oh no. Oh no, it's just so unfortunate, right? Frosty plays his life so well there behind the shotgun. Legend just feels like he has to clear him before he can get some ball time, because Frosty was gonna be a nuisance on that purple side, but Frosty makes him pay for the aggressive push.
Both go down here. Oh, a nice double kill. Trying to turn it into a bit more. A little fancy footwork. And mind you, that fancy footwork keeps the ball out of the Charlie side. You thought Rebellion should get some free points, but it doesn't happen, Tim.
A lot of players on that A side, though, they can still get this ball inside of C if they want to. There's 3 down, so right now is a perfect opportunity. And you see, when the way is clear, Bound finds his way through. Now they've got the spawns locked in as well. This is a good spot for Spin Again.
Again, I thought it was going to be free time for Rebellion, but man, Falcon had just does a couple of chin-ups to stay alive. And now, Spin again, the one scoring over toward the back C side. Legendary plays being made, but World 2 is the one that pulls a double count of nowhere. And now this ball is stolen in the hands of Shopify Rebellion once again, who now are increasing their lead.
Yes, Rebellion had that bottom C side, but Camo was up, and look who scoops it up. It's going to be Renegade, now invisible. Make something happen here. The first kill goes in as well, so you know he feels a bit more free on the map. It's a big kill for him if he's able to get this ball and stop the time from being accrued.
World 2, the final player alive from Shopify Rebellion, Renegade. Gonna try to stay alive with this camouflage. So much more important than that kill, especially when his team is able to clean up that one, and then he creates offense on the opposite side. This is the pressure that we talk about when you're dealing with a team like Spin again. Renegade, all over the place, always taking one step ahead, and Spin again scoring so much from this.
Yeah, it's just so beautiful too. The patience out of Renegade there, starting from him saving himself on that ceiling, covering his head with the ceiling so he didn't get killed, and that kill getting cleaned up, and then him rotating through, having patience on cycle. Just phenomenal play. Like this guy, you can't, you say if you want to get better, mimic a pro's play style. I would not try to mimic Renegades. It's just insane.
Don't try to mimic Renegade, you're not that guy. No matter who you are in the chat, you're not that guy. Yeah, I'm talking about you right there. You right there, you think you can do it? You're not that guy. 58 to 56 lead, shortly in favor of Spin again, but it is Shopify Rebellion to take back that control. And last shot with the Stalker is going to be tough for Spin again to take over the B side. And last shot responded to the callouts on the opposite side, but meanwhile, Spin again noticed they're attacking from not just one side of the map, they're attacking from multiple sides here. Last shot recognizes it, wraps back for the flank, and doing everything he can to stay alive.
Now, we talked about lanes earlier. He finds the lane towards the middle, and cutting that middle lane, very risky, very, I mean, it's a high risk, high reward type play, but Last Shot makes it happen with that red gun. He ends up staying alive for a good amount of time until he ends up going down, but it's now Spin again who are 3 dead. And that should be a free camo here for the side of Rebellion, but they've got to get a kill first. Those bottom C spawns going to make that hard.
Although a big kill by Cycler does not net him that camouflage. It's still on the mid-map and bounce.
Wow.
Quick to swallow that one up and grab a hold of it. Can he get away? Apparently not. Legend goes after Last Shot. World 2 does the same to Falcated. Frosty continued to score here over toward the back A side. So again, objective efficiency looks very good for Shopify Rebellion in the oddball. Sometimes not so much in some of the other game types, but they have figured out how they want to play oddball.
Yeah, I love the evenness of the scoring on the right-hand side of the top left. I think everyone's got even time, and like you said, the objective efficiency has been good, but now there's a minute left on the clock. Things get a bit interesting here, and you see Spin again have a nice fortress hold, a nice wall, so to speak, a green wall maybe on the ball, but unfortunately, that wall is being crumbled right now. It's 2 down for Spin again.
Yeah, they're doing some construction right now with Shopify, remodeling the back A side, if you will, as they blow out that wall, grab a hold of the ball, and I'm pretty sure there's nobody in anywhere near being able to take a hold of that ball in the hands of Psycho, and that was quite the 5 on a World 2. Good God.
I would not have been able to hit that 5-sided. Those guys are wiggling. Man, it's actually insane. But round number 1 going to Rebellion. Like I said, we've got a series on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Rebellion is clocked in, and they're definitely putting in the work at the moment. Let's see what this spawn offers them here on the C side. A little bit more difficult to get access to this ball, but it's Cycle immediately going forward, and he gets a kill as well. 3 down, Spin again.
Oh, he's not done. That's a 4 down right there. Doesn't grab a hold of the Bulldog, but don't worry, he will grab a hold of that ball. Last shot waiting for the camouflage to come up. And gonna save it for just a bit here as they're rotating this ball away from the spawning players of Spin again.
I like this by him too. When you pick up that camo, the players on the other team are gonna have the timer of 30 seconds. They know, okay, 30 seconds, that camo runs out. We can kind of play safe and just kind of run that camo out. But if you delay it 5 seconds, that's an open 5 seconds that they're not accounting for. Last Shot does that, but he's not going to really get a ton of value out of this. Maybe opening up the B Street for a rotation, which is obviously very good as Rebellion continue to score.
Camouflage still in the hands of last shot. He knows that Falcade is over toward the purple side. He also knows that he's by himself, so he and Frosty don't waste any time. Even with Camo gonna sprint at him, continue to do damage, but I don't know where Bound and Legend just came from. Like, the fastest duo in the freaking league.
You call him the Bound for a reason. It's a very fortunate route too by Renegade. With 3 down, he's going to be able to get a little bit of ball time here. And Falcade, the first man of contact on the B stairs. I do not like this position at all, but he ends up getting one at least.
You ever watch basketball? You hear like the blocked by LeBron James, or sorry, the blocked by LeBound. That was crazy what we just saw. My gosh, 3 down, goes spin again. Once again, though, Shopify Rebellion back into their seaside setup, and as Camouflage is coming up, Cycle aggressive into the Shadow Realm. He goes and is willing to trade out his life. He knows this Camo could be critical to either their success or failure here in this round.
And we know how strong the green wall is. We know how strong the support is of the green wall. And it seems as of right now, Tony, that Falcade feeling the pressure just a bit. We know what kind of player he is. We know he's phenomenal. But at least in this game, not really able to find that flow. 8 and 20 so far with only 2 seconds of ball time. But we have Bound with that camo. Let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, as much as we've, gassed up Falcade, this entire tournament, even like this entire offseason, this is a uncharacteristic-like start here.
Yeah.
9 and 21 from a man that we have called multiple times the most underrated Slayer in the league. This is not what Spin Again need, and 35-31 in favor of Shopify Rebellion in round 2. They're already up a round, so Spin Again need a response here.
40 seconds, 40 points and counting. And I'm liking the side of Rebellion holding every lane. Again, you've got Royal 2 on this B lane. Unfortunately, he does get attacked, but he gets a kill, which that trade out is going to be good. And they can just continue to milk time here after a couple more kills. It's 3 down for Spin Again.
Frosty earns himself a wingman medal. 10 assists and almost double-digit assists across the board. Royal 2 just too shy of that, so you're seeing the teamwork, but you're also seeing the individual skill. Perfect shots with the red gun coming out of last shot. It almost does enough damage to take him down. Luckily, his duo and Cycle was there quickly for the cleanup. Frosty continues to score with this ball, and now that ball movement, Renegade comes out of nowhere, but you can get it too, says Cycle.
Shopify Rebellion have just done such a beautiful job of holding Spin Again and baiting them with that carrot on a string, right? Just run around the map, rotate this ball to advantageous positions, and just scoop up as much time as possible. We're even seeing Royal 2 with 39 seconds of ball time. You love to see the balance of this roster, and it's working out in their favor, and that's yet another camo with not the value you'd want to see.
Long-range shots at Legend tagging up the player over toward the B railing side, and Legend anticipating a push potentially towards backseat, but he realizes it's clear, but driveway is not. Well, it is now. This man can shoot, good God.
He can. I'm not gonna lie, I don't get nervous playing in matchmaking against any of the pro players except for Legend. And I'm not saying I'm better than them, I just don't get nervous against them. Legend, I miss every shot. This kid is disgusting. His strafe is disgusting. His movement's nuts. He's just insane. Absolutely nuts to the game, and we're seeing the individual talent here in every kill. He gets 16 and 20, but a lot of impactful kills.
Quite the pivotal fight out of Legend, but once again, Cycle and Rebellion scoring 68 points so far. Spin Again. I mean, at this point, they need to make something happen. They need to be quicker on this ball because Rebellion are beating them every time, but Rebellion are the ones who just have gone 3 down.
This is an opportunity for that rotate. You see it immediately happens out of Bound. This is I'm sorry, Bound helps it happen, I should say. Ball in the hands of Legend, but this is beautiful once again by Spin Again. You have to make sure to get this ball to positions where you can defend cleanly. Unfortunately, on the purple side, it's really tough to get that ball up to C stairs, so they're not able to do it, and they go 3 dead.
All these VR shots coming down from Frosty, keeping Falcade at bay. Falcade wants to get out of this corner, but Frosty was holding him back. Now the call out comes in that the B side isn't being completely covered. Renegade goes right after Frosty, creating a hole in the defense of Shopify Rebellion, one that Renegade looks to exploit here, right through the heaven side. Now dropping down behind enemy lines over towards PD, and look at the chaos that the demon is able to create.
The fact that he got his shields back in that scenario and was able to get a kill on top of it is just actually mind-boggling. Again, though, Royal 2 finds a way to get this camo and infiltrate the base of Spin again. The moment they have a tiny bit of control, Tony, Rebellion steal it away, and they're going to steal this game away too.
Just 11 more seconds needed by Shopify Rebellion, but right now the focus has to be on 1 or 2 good kills, and, well, that's a good kill out of Frosty right there. Purple side now pushing up, Falcated over toward the cafe. Great damage, but does Frosty have reinforcements?
Damage is there, but there's no ball time being acquired. They maybe want to get the kills first cleanly. They do. They get 3 down, and now they pick up the ball. 10 points is all that remain. Legend is the last one on the side. PD spawns come out, but I don't think it's going to be enough time, Tony. I'm pretty sure Rebellion are going to take game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, a series is what we have. I love to see that objective gameplay, Tony. After that game 1, Rebellion come through, and they win that oddball.
That's a huge 2 wins in a row now coming out of Shopify Rebellion, who, again, game number 1, a historic game 1, a historic forbidden capture the flag for Spin again. But back-to-back games out of Shopify Rebellion, almost pulling off the gentleman's reverse sweep here if they're able to take down Live Fire Kick at the Hill. Another objective, but obviously much different than Oddball. Do Spin again, once again, have the advantage, or will we see the Shopify Rebellion that we have been seeing all off-season long?
Well, this is what I mean. Live fire is a little bit more difficult, I would say, but you can get this triple cap locked in and force the split. It has to be real clean, but you can get the triple cap and force the spawns onto that camo side and potentially start to snowball the game. Like I said, though, on live fire, it's tough. Like, this is probably one of the tougher maps to get that snowball going. But it's definitely possible, and you're gonna need that sniper in the hands of Renegade or Legend, even Bound. I mean, everybody, Falcon too. Everyone can shoot, but that sniper is gonna be a big point of contention.
Live fire, the ultimate equalizer here. Spin again, still have a chance to end it in just 1 series, but they are in a must-win situation. The last thing I would want to do is give Shopify Rebellion any more momentum. If they win the first best of 5 series, they will go into that next one and they can bulldoze you. They are that good. They're literally that dangerous of a squad. I think Spin again recognized the situation. They must be treating this game as a must win.
A lot on the line here. Although you don't have formal, still, we know this team is dominant. Unfortunately, not as dominant as you would like in that last game. Regardless, this is a brand new game. It's game 4. It's going to be Sniper in the hands of Cycle. Camo coming up very shortly as well. And maybe a trade on to A here. Cycle has to make something happen. Instead, though, I like the route he takes, right? He doesn't overextend for that A site. He just wants to get that camo, and so he stays alive and positions himself perfectly for it.
Yeah, this damage onto multiple different players, and because of that, combines the camo and snipe combination. You see what he can do with it. The quick scope onto Renegade was absolutely deadly from Cycle.
You love it. Like I said, Cycle, one of the most improved players that I've seen over the past season or so. Honestly, has gotten so good in terms of positioning, in terms of staying alive. We've seen it many times today alone. And it's a triple cap for Rebellion. See being capped, though, momentarily by Spin again. Well, that'll give them 2 caps to work with. A killing spree for Cycle.
Cycle trying to stop the double push by himself. He does some excellent damage, but eventually it is Falcated. That does get the cleanup kill with Spin again. Have control right now. Dude, that was great by Falcated. Looking for a bounce back game after that game 3 performance.
Enemy team score.
Spin again, answer back. I'm looking towards the positioning here. It looks like Legend's on that tower side. They've got a hold on this BC setup. But look how quickly Rebellion get into it, right? The damage is done. Someone fell off the map. It was gonna be, I think it's Bound. Bound's gonna end up falling off the map there. And this player on Mud's dead as well. It's 3 down. But Rebellion's so meticulous about how they break through a setup. That setup was paper thin.
Some might be asking how does Bound fall off the map. Well, sometimes you got to realize the movement giveth and the movement sometimes take it away. You know, you're Cali clambering, doing the chin-ups, and eventually just miss that one clamber, and there you go.
Yep.
43-23 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion, once again scoring here by holding both Bravo and Charlie, but did they account for a rogue legend who completely empties out the green side by himself?
That's just beautiful by Legend, right? He doesn't get the 3-shot beatdown that he wants. The player QTs, and he flicks from looking down to the top right of his screen. Not easy to do. Does it cleanly. Now alive on the top sandbags.
Cycle with the camouflage once again. Using Frosty as bait over towards the seaside. Well, I mean, the thing is, his teammates are getting kills all around them, so nobody from the shoot right now. A good problem to have, I guess, if you're Cycle, but 51-31 lead, and Cycle, you know what? Turning camouflage into a sniper, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, it's definitely a great combo. And you see what Cycle's doing here is he's expecting that push. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Cycle gets the kill on a Renegade. That's a big kill. That's Renegade with no sniper, and now the sniper in the hands of Cycle. But, you know, Cycle is preparing for that outside push. She was preparing for them to route towards the bottom through Rat or go outside towards Camo. And unfortunately, those routes did not happen. Regardless of that, he's got this held down. It's a BC setup still locked in for Rebellion.
Shopify Rebellion were able to squad a wipe, spin again, and now off a spawn. Frosty bullying Legend. Bound's gonna fall as well, and spin again. What is that? That's like a 7-1 run as far as the Slays advantage for Rebellion, and then Falcon introduces himself.
Yeah, it's a very different scenario here, and we see this game, Falcon is having a solid game. It's Bound that's struggling a little bit to catch fire. Now Falcon with that snipe, we're hoping to see something, but he goes down as well. 3 down for Spin Again, and the trade comes out, but goodness me, I just feel like Spin Again are always on their back foot. They don't have any pressure on the map. They're not getting the kills they want and need, and because of that, they're not able to score, of course.
And although Spin Again were able to find their kills at a disadvantaged state, Shopify Rebellion scoring once again, 105-39. And as of right now, they're getting sturdy. It's Bound, and oh man, dances on him just a bit. 3 down goes Shopify Rebellion. This reset should be coming on the A side, and they already own Bravo, so why not swap the perimeter bases?
Yeah, this is good. They've finally got a little bit of a lock here. That last setup, paper thin. What will this one be like? Will this be thin as well? It's Renegade who's pushing up very aggressively on a Frosty. Not able to kill him. There we go. Setup broken again.
Shopify Rebellion forced their way to both Alpha and Bravo, and the same thing Spin Again did to them. Well, they're gonna wrap right back on them. They're gonna spin again as far as the 2 perimeter bases, but this time it's Shopify Rebellion that are controlling things. Cycle takes down Legend. Frosty tries to watch that sandbags angle, but there's 2 Spin Again players that are trying to overwhelm them.
Yeah, the Spin Again roster has tried pretty much every route they could take. This time they end up going towards the top center. Bound does have that camo. They're trying to find ways to break through lanes that are open to break through this setup, and honestly, it's just been really tough. Rebellion have been on their P's and Q's, and they're not allowing it to happen. Finally, a BC setup is locked in, and Bound gets another kill. That's 2 down.
Bravo and Charlie still belong to Spin Again, at least for now, and Renegade wants to keep it that way. Weird seeing Renegade and Royal 2 and Frost on the opposite side of the screens after being so used to them teaming, you know, for a couple of seasons now. It's like, wow, it definitely feels different.
It really does. It really does. It's going to be a very interesting and fun season this year. I'm very excited for it. Well, we get to watch these off-season tournament matches to kind of get a taste of how things are going to go. Of course, you don't have Formal on the roster right now. It's Falcon filling in. I would say he's done a really good job playing his role throughout the entire day. But right now, Spin Again, it just doesn't seem like they have that firepower. And this is something I thought was going to be a factor this season. Unless Renegade starts to pop off with a snipe or you have a player taking over, it's going to be tough for them to do anything. And there you go. 3 down for Rebellion. The kills are starting to come out, and now Spin Again looking to score.
It started by the quick scope by that man who was just on screen, and you saw Spin Again just take control. 1 play is all it takes in order to spin things around here. While Royal 2 looking to do the same thing. He's quite good with the sniper himself. Legend thought he can get out of that situation, but he's not alive. You can't.
Yeah, he hit the side of his face right there, Tony, which is really tough. A lot of people ask, why do you duck your head when you run away? It's to attempt to get rid of the headshot hitbox. Obviously, it's not really easy to do. It was a lot stronger in Halo 2, but he hit the side of his face right there with the beautiful snipe as he was dropping, and Rebellion continue to dominate 165 to 85. It's not over yet, though. Still 3 down for Rebellion. A chance for Spin again to start to score.
And what do y'all call that? Weak fronting or moonwalking?
No,
What do you old kids call that again?
Old kids? It's strong siding, Tony.
Who is that?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Trip cap for Spin again. Spin again, once again scoring. Shopify Rebellion, 165 points so far, but Spin again. They're scoring. Renegade.
Here we go.
With this camouflage. Can this be what Spin again needs?
I mean, they have the triple cap, which is, you know, this entire time Rebellion has had that double cap. But the minute you give away a triple cap like this, the comeback happens instantly. You see, it is an answer back from Rebellion, though. Renegade's not going to get here in time, and the rest of the players are on B. I would expect a rotation towards A here. Renegade has to live, but it's not going to be easy.
169 to 159 here for Shopify Rebellion. I thought Spin again were gonna run away with it just a bit, but now they're 3 down. Now Shopify Rebellion are scoring. Bound wants to win the pave against Raw 2 and is able to do so, but look how quick Last Shot is on the cleanup, and Rebellion continue to score.
Yeah, and this is what they've been good at. It's honestly, it's efficiency. Look at this efficiency out of Last Shot. Knows exactly where his QT is, but yeah, this is what they've done the entire game. They are content with that double cap. They're content with scoring, and you see Spin again. They want instead to go for that triple cap. They want to lock in, and they caught up very quickly, Tony. So this game is not over. It's gonna be up to Rebellion to kind of hold ground here.
Enemy team double cap in for Spin again. Charlie was starting to be taken by Shopify Rebellion, but notice it stopped and then reset immediately. Now Frosty with the sniper wants to try to make something happen here for Shopify Rebellion. They may have the lead, but Frosty wants to end it with their sniper. That nade does a bit of damage on the Falcated, not as much as he wanted to, and he's not able to get sniped off the map. Renegade, he's going to benefit from it.
They understand. They understand what the sniper in this man's hands can do to a game, and that's why Falcated was attempting to throw that snipe off the map. Just an unfortunate situation. Not Falcated, I'm sorry, but an unfortunate situation regardless. Renegade gets the sniper and gets to top tower. This is where he makes magic happen.
Alpha and Bravo belong to Shopify Rebellion, but Renegade, he seems like the most important player on the map. If they're able to take away 2, it's going to be because of this man on screen, the main Slayer. 20 kills to his name so far, and taking damage left, right, and center. Somehow trades out his life against Psycho, but is that enough?
It's not enough, as Rebellion all the while, that entire time, was able to set up and get themselves a camo, and now they've got C as well. So it's all going to be about what happens here. It will be an AB setup here for Spin again, but it'll be Last Shot with 1 bullet left, and I wouldn't doubt if he hits this headshot.
Spin again in 1 scoring. Lines that one up, make it look easy, does Last Shot. He's going to allow his teammates to actually go after Bravo while the heads-up play makes a play towards Alpha. Even though he doesn't get it, he gets the kill, Tim.
He gets the kill, he gets the pressure, and now it's going to be Spin again with a lack of numbers. When you have a lack of numbers, it's very hard to take advantage of everything. 2:45 and counting here for Rebellion.
Can they get the final seconds? Spin again, stop them from scoring over towards Charlie. Frosty can't hit that jump, so it will be Charlie that changes hands. World 2, though. Presence over towards tower. Falcated finds out the hard way. Excellent damage as Frosty comes in for the cleanups, and now Charlie is starting to change hands. What does Spin again do? They attack Bravo. Frosty's now attacking them. He wants to get into the play. Bound takes a lot of damage, but Renegade gets the kill onto Royal 2. Frosty with the cross-map shots, but it's not going to be enough. Spin again. They stop the bush.
I'm really nervous that missed jump just costed the game. It's really early to tell, of course, but that missed jump really just set things up for Spin Again. They're starting to score here. They've got that double cap, 249 to 204 and counting.
Falcon can now work with Renegade. Raw 2 stuck over toward the camo side. Falcon, excellent target switching, and then back to his main target, but Raw 2 survives. And with that, trying to create an opportunity for them to push the A side of the map.
Yeah, Roll 2 living there is going to be tough because now he's going to be able to get to A and potentially score this. They're not in position. They have to kill Royal 2 here. This is the biggest 1v1 in this fight right now, and he gets it. It's Rebellion resetting the bracket, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to Grand Finals number 2.
Let me tell you, man, if Royal 2 is getting into a pivotal fight, hey, there ain't many players in the world that can catch him. And to catch him twice, to catch him 3 times in the same game, I don't know about that. Royal 2 winning that one, securing Alpha, and resetting the bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, if I would have told you that Spin Again would start off this series with a world record capture the flag game on Forbidden, 1 minute and 52 seconds with a double goose, I don't think many would have believed that Rebellion will respond with back to back to back, but here we are.
I am so impressed, and honestly, I was the first one to jump on the Spin Again hype train, Tony. I was like, wow, this is gonna be like, if this season is based off of this game, my word, I cannot wait. But you got to talk about Rebellion, man. They put in the work. They've won these off-season tournaments for a reason. They've been through the lower bracket. They've won tournaments with resets. They've done it. They're doing it again here. We go back to a reset once again, and we have a clean slate, ladies and gentlemen. 0-0. Here we go.
You know, it's crazy to think about. Normally a bracket reset. What are you gonna do? You know, maybe stand up, get a snack, use the restroom or something. This is a time where everybody normally takes a quick little break. Not these players. we right into game number 1. No milk whatsoever. Bracket reset, do or die. It is now one more best of 5 series, and there are no more chances. Will Shopify Rebellion go back to back to back to back, or will we be crowning a new champion during your off-season 4v4s?
That's a lot of back-to-back-to-backs, Tony. It's kind of crazy to think about it. Yeah, winning that many tournaments is insane, but my goodness, so what a run it's been here for Rebellion, and they've definitely solidified themselves as one of the best teams going into this season. Renegade starts off the game with a nice little snipe headshot, but again, I also gotta talk about this, Tony, if I may. On the mental side of things, obviously, you know, you had Spin Again in that very first Grand Final series. Of course, you know, they want to end it there, and they want to go through as the victors in that first series, but I feel like everyone's got a little bit more of a sense of urgency here in this second Grand Finals, right? There's no mistakes to be made. You've got to make sure to play as good a Halo as you can.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, as obvious and as dumb as it sounds, you know, Spin Again haven't won a game since that game number 1. Like I said, it won that 1 minute 52 seconds game. Like, it is literally 3-1 in favor of Shopify Rebellion right now. So any momentum that you had, it is gone, and now you have to deal with a pissed off Frosty. That's not what I would want to do.
Yeah, he definitely started that game too very angry, and we're seeing that extra gear out of him, the extra bit of skill that he can bring when push comes to shove. But it's Rebellion with that setup on the C side. Frosty understands the pressures here and somehow stays alive on the top of the tower. This is beautiful by him. His entire team is down, though. I don't think he stays alive long here. His objective right now, do as much damage as possible, try to get a trade.
Actually, the objective right now is to get a hold of the ball. You know, this entire game, the objective is to hold the ball for 100 points. Sorry, 22-2 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion. Renegade right onto the ball, both physically and I guess literally. He's on that ball. He has it toward the Charlie side. And Spin Again, once again, are scoring.
We've seen Renegade with a little bit of ball time here on the C side. 3 players from Rebellion, make that 4, are on that A side, and they get the first kill on the last shot. This will be a massive 1v1 for Falcated. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do it once again. Frosty bests him at a very big moment, and now you see the play ball is forced now for Spin Again.
Frosty still trying to create a lane over towards that best side. He had to go through Falcon, and that time had to go through Bound. Turns that into a double kill. 3 out of the 4 members go down courtesy of Frosty and Falcon. It just came out for spawn, and you're already taking damage from Frosty once again.
This is yeah. I mean, Frosty's just doing he's just doing everything at this point in time. There's a lot of damage that's coming out from him. He's getting these routes. No ball time in this game thus far, but there's another kill on the feed you see by him. And it's the pivs that are won, right? Those are the ones that really help you get those numbers that you need, get the setup locked in. Renegade though grabs the snipe.
Yeah, Def Renegade waved off his teammates. Say, hold on, I'm right behind you. You play forward. Let me grab that snipe. I'm feeling myself right now. And on a one sniper map like Live Fire, this is the player that I want with sniper in hand. Beautifully played. Immediately turns into a double kill. But now,
double kill.
Wow. I mean, that's just disgusting. It is honestly gross. Like, ew. I don't know what else to say. The answer back. The clean no scope for the double kill from last shot. This guy, I saw it at the end of last year. He is just on another level. It's 4 down once again for Spit Again.
This kid is special, man. He's special.
Killing
as last shot challenges Bound into that 1v1 gunfight. 47-18 lead here for Shopify Rebellion. I was talking about Renegade with the sniper last shot. I apologize, Wyatt. I guess I wasn't as familiar with your game.
Yeah. I think everyone needs to get familiar with his game because, you know, he's only going to get better. And it's crazy, right? He's so good. And what? How old is he now, Tony? I know you know these things. How old is last shot now?
I'm guessing probably like 13 and a half at this point.
No, he's not 13 and a half.
Okay, all right, fine. 19 maybe.
Okay, 19.
14 going on 20.
I mean, it's just crazy. It's just, I feel like we have, I don't want to say generational talent on our hands. I just think there's a lot of talent in this man. I don't want to speak too soon. I need to see a lot more out of him. I need to see, you know, obviously tourney wins and all that, but individually, I feel like he just gets better every day. And that's just incredible to me that we're able to kind of watch this progress go through over the years.
It's crazy to think about. Half of the Shopify Rebellion roster can't even drink right now.
Oh my gosh. Like, how do they celebrate?
Hopefully wherever the after party is, like on a Sunday, you know, they got like wristbands for the people that can drink and like, you know, so they can hang out with the team on some championship Sunday, you know, like wherever the LAN party's at, hopefully they're giving out wristbands.
Oh, goodness me. Can't slay the drinks, but he can slay in game. And at this point, that's all that matters. I'm sure he'll celebrate legally when he can. But I mean, like I said, I love to see the process. It's just beautiful. Rebellion dominating again here in this game number 1. For those of you guys that are curious, this is a grand finals reset that we're watching right now. Rebellion won the last one 3-1. Now we're in the second grand finals because of the fact that, of course, that Rebellion came from that lower bracket.
82-28 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion, and Frosty and Last Shot starting off with back-to-back kills, but Last Shot can't quite connect with that sniper. Don't worry, Frosty will connect with the Bandit and snatch that sniper right out of their hands, and with that should be Shopify Rebellion taking this round just 5 seconds away from doing so, and Frosty just put in the icing on the cake. Expect that from the Iceman.
It's just crazy. You scoped in, you pulled down all the way, you still hit the shot. I mean, you get the assist, but still. Now we go to round 2, and Tony, I'm sad, Tony. I want to see more out of Spin Again right now. I want to see more. I know this can be a very good series, but Rebellion are just on fire at the moment. They're just not stopping.
Hey, don't worry. You don't be sad. You want to see more Spin Again. Well, luckily for you, it's a best-of-5 series. So even though they might be down 0-1 in rounds, we're guaranteed to see not only this game, but at a minimum 2 games after that. And something tells me we may be seeing a lot more.
Yeah, I want to see 10 more games, at least.
Okay, well, you know what? Shut up.
Sniper in the hands of Bound. We've seen it in Renegade's hands often in this series, Tony, but Bound, this is the first time I think we've seen him in this series, at least, with this sniper. Should be the big door spawns. It is for Falcated and the rest of the squad. And with those spawns, Bound will feel comfortable to push up. How the heck did he get in? Oh my word, it's Frosty that finds a trade.
Does the repost cancel an animation and let you shoot like faster? Like you notice how he shot the repost immediately. Like, I don't know if I'm like overthinking it. Like maybe he's like trying to repost a grenade or something. What? Or is it like an animation cancel? I don't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to break this down. Wait. I'm sorry. In the game, 18-11 in favor of Spin again right now. I'll watch it back later.
Tony, I only know BXRs, man. Like you always say, I'm old, so I don't know what else is going on here. Renegade though. Starting to get some kills on the board. Still 14-14 though. Like I said, I feel like on this roster, you look at these players, Bound, Legend, Renegade, you just immediately think takeover, right? They're gonna take over the game, and that was the problem we saw with FaZe, right? Last year is unless they were taking over games, you didn't see dominance from them. There had to be one player that was just absolutely dominating in a game. And that happened at Worlds. That's why they won that one Worlds championship. I think it's the same thing on this roster. You have to see players that really take over. And right now, everyone's just playing. You know, they're just playing.
Great shots. A big dub out of World 2. World 2 kills. And Frosty takes down the third. It's going to be Renegade. So Rebellion starting off at a bit of an advantage. And as I say that, Shopify Rebellion, the ones that go 3 down, Frosty then is left by his lonesome. A great denial grenade, but one that Falcon is able to avoid and eventually take down Frosty.
I like this positioning by Falcated for this camo, but I mean, it's just, again, Rebellion in the driver's seat. They're always prepared for these camos. It'll be ball time for Spin again, but how long will that ball time last? Especially with Bound being the first one to go down. Now it's going to be Rebellion activating on the map and pushing with their numbers advantage.
And not only activating on the map, but Psycho activates that camouflage and he's fully activated after that. Perfect shots off the Legend. Falcated takes down one, looking for more. Great grenade onto Royal 2. Bit of jiggle peek action and does everything he can to delay his life. Will it be enough for Spin again to get back on the map?
I love this prioritization. You want to make sure that you are knowledgeable of where Renegade is with this snipe. Again, it's that takeover mechanic that he has. He's always going to be in a position with that snipe to take over on the map. And unfortunately, a lot of resources sent his way, and he's still alive at this point in time. Especially the fact as well that Spin again are still in the lead in ball time.
When you said that like takeover mechanic, I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, was it's like a feature in the game, like, you know, if we press a certain combo and like you've activated Renegade.
He came out of the womb with that. He came out of the womb with the takeover mechanic.
Well, that sounds unfair. Pay to win? What?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Pay to win weapon skin.
Ball dropped.
Oh, 2 shots left. Not a lot to work with here. His ball time. Look, the efficiency's a bit better, Tony. Agreed, right? They're on the back of B. They're getting that ball time. I don't see a play just yet. The pressures may be coming, but I like this. This is what you need to do if you're Spin again. You got to just get that ball time. Rotate the ball around the map. Here comes the play. Frosty makes him pay. It's a headshot, and it's potentially control for Rebellion. They get 3 down for Spin again.
What a shot. Did Bound fall off the map again?
Oh no.
Dude, like last shot got the kill from a melee on the kill feed, but he was dead. I think Bound might have fell off the map again in the same spot actually. 66-42 right now. Spin again. Currently with the lead, but Renegade puts his 21st kill on the board.
It is 2 down, and I knew that was gonna happen. I immediately saw Frosty on that camo side. Renegade wasn't aware of his position. Because of that, it's gonna be 3 down. Legend the last player alive, and it'll be more time here for Rebellion. That entire lead that was worked for such a, it felt like such a long period of time, has been diminished quickly by Rebellion.
Just a 10-second game right now, which might as well be nothing when you're talking about oddball at this level of gameplay. But now, Spin again look to increase that slight lead as multiple go down for Shopify Rebellion, and this is where things start to matter. Shopify Rebellion, maybe 1 or 2 pushes. If Spin again are able to hold it, it could be over here, but Rebellion know what's on the line. They're gonna value their life and make sure they play for the slaves. But right now, they end up going 2 down. All 4 members of Spin Again are up, and we're gonna swap that ball to the one-shot player. And Legend baiting it out, and he's going to push up and take space. Now 89 seconds, seemingly out of nowhere for Spin Again.
Dalke dies up top center though, and it's 3 dead. Bound's the last player alive. They're looking for him very intently, and they finally found him. He gets a trade somehow. That's massive. It is though. Sniper in the hands of Frosty, and he knows where the spawns are happening. This is where things get scary. You're gonna see the setup on the window from Frosty. You're gonna see them wait for Slays before they pick up that ball. 93 points. 7 more points for Spin Again to win this round.
Ooh. Nice little body shot on his way to backing up towards his teammates that are now pushing up from the mid side of the map. Now Frosty right back in the play. A beautiful shot out of him. Spin Again 4 seconds away from ultimately taking their first round, but Shopify Rebellion ain't giving up.
It's a 3v2 on A right now, but it's Spin Again that are very slow to react to it. And because of that, Frosty's able to get a double. That's a massive double kill, Tony. That gives him A control. And now it's just staggered spawns by Spin Again. This is going to be a good chunk of time for Rebellion.
Rotating that ball through the big door side. Last shot, taking a lot of damage. He's going to do everything he can to stay alive. I don't know how Frosty and Rebellion are scoring right now, but Spin Again off a spawn, making their presence known as half the members of Rebellion hit the black screen.
There's just so much holding forward here by both teams. It's hard for anyone to get any sort of control, and you see it's just that last 4 seconds is so important to the Spin Again roster. The double team onto Royal 2. He's going to go down, but last shot's there to try and clean it up, and he gets the camo. This is a very important part of the game with 30 seconds left on the neutral clock.
Oh, that nade going down might have revealed his position to the opposite team, but hold on. Frosty grabs a hold of that ball. Now they're playing keep away. Somehow, Renegade takes down Frosty and World 2 as well.
Wow.
Last shot may have camouflage, but they know where he is at, and there's nowhere to go. But Cycle making the play to cover his teammates back.
That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. You're using that camo. You're putting damage in. Cycle comes through, gets a beautiful angle onto C. Wait, this is not over just yet, Tony. It's Rebellion once again scoring. Royal 2 in a very contentious spot here on the top center of the map. Here comes the push.
7 seconds left. Spin Again back on the ball, and just too little too late. Rebellion were there, but just a second away. Spin Again gonna take that one. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going into a round number 3. This has been a fantastic oddball match.
What's the reason they won that round? It was the fact that they were very objective, efficient. I know you hear it from us all the time, but the rotations of the ball, getting that scrappy time when maybe you don't have 4 dead, maybe you only have 1 or 2 dead, you still get the scrappy time. It all adds up, and right now it's Rebellion with 4 down on Spin Again immediately on that ball. Frosty snipe, and maybe almost camo here if he can get a couple kills on the outside.
Right now it's Renegade, the one that's forcing Frosty back and out of this position, but with this sniper, he's always in the play. Bound off a screen, takes down last shot, and we do have a flanking player from Spin Again over toward the back A side, and Frosty has a feeling, and there it is. They're able to identify Legend, and he's right back to baiting out that camouflage, but Bound may have just gotten away with it. I don't know how.
that shot was on his shoulder, if I'm not mistaken, and my goodness, it could have been much worse. Bound putting himself in danger once again, but ends up winning that 1v1, and the sniper pinged by Renegade. Now we've got something going here. We've got a setup, we've got information on the players pushing, and we got the first kill.
Finds the angle,
Double
finds
kill.
the second, finds the
Triple
third,
kill.
and Bound is the most dangerous player on the map. That was a textbook triple kill out of Bound, 33 to his name.
I absolutely love, on the other side of things, the triple kill was sick, but Royal 2 on the jiggle peek on that big door, staying alive on that side is incredible too. He's going to be a factor, and look at the attention that he's taking from Bound. Every 2 seconds, Bound is looking at that big door, and it's going to be a double kill by Cycle, I believe, and this will be ball time for Rebellion.
Bound still flying. Finally, Last Shot is able to take him down, and now that sniper is in the hands of Last Shot. He's already in this game, on this map. Has made some magic happen here. Can he do it again? Active camouflage up to 24 seconds. And Last Shot, he stripped the sniper away from Bound and somehow found him off his spawn and continues to put down damage. Active camouflage coming up. And now we're starting to see Last Shot reposition towards it.
Incoming.
Oh, Royal 2, once again, look how annoying of a kill he is. It is insane how long he's able to stay alive. And you gotta bring this up. It's just incredible. He just stays alive the entire time. It's 3 down once again. He's anchored on B. Phenomenal plays by him.
I mean, Royal 2 and Frosty both have the least deaths in the lobby right now. Everybody has somehow been able to find the black screen more than them, but sometimes staying alive can be even more boring than getting the kills. Frosty now camouflage. He has gone ghost like Danny Phantom at the moment here, and spin again. If they don't figure out where Frosty's coming from, it could be problematic, but Legend was just baiting that sniper, waiting.
Royal 2 just stuck him on the toe, though, right as he got the
did he?
snipe. Yep, and that sniper will be down. Yeah, that is insane. Royal 2 finds his toenail, sticks the blueberry on top of it, and Rebellion, 65 points, looking for a setup to potentially score more. 3 down for spin again.
We've been talking a lot about feed and toes so far today.
I'm sorry, man.
You trying to tell us something? 66 to 43 lead, Shopify Rebellion, and Frosty on the ball. Royal 2 on the heads of Bound, and the rest of the spin again roster, because right now it's a slate advantage that are favoring Shopify Rebellion, and Rebellion understand it. On the ball, rotating over towards a more favorable position, and one that Royal 2 could just watch those angles. Nobody on the sandbag side, so he knows that must be they're pushing big door.
This is just great by them, though. Spin again, get top tower. That opens up nest. 4 dead. Look how clean that was. It was Royal 2 with the snipe, looking for the route towards top center, towards sandbags. Then turns his back. Somehow in that moment, 2 players push towards the tower side, and the complete, just everything's broken apart. And now it's spin again in control.
82 to 60 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion, and Renegade had the sniper. Oh, great from the great kill, but an even better stick coming out of Royal 2. 84 seconds now for Shopify Rebellion. They've already reset the bracket, and they're looking to take game number 1 right now. Can anybody from Spin again get this ball out of the hands of Last Shot? I know Legend was there. He's taken out. Royal 2 trades out his life here, and it's cycled. The final player that can watch for Renegade that's pushing up, and ball is reset, and somehow Spin again to survive.
It's not over yet, but I mean, what a great hold by Rebellion to get all this time. We end up in a scenario once again where there's 4 seconds left, and oh, there it is, Tony. Rebellion take that time, get the ball time, and now they're up 1-0 in this grand finals. But Tony, that's 4 games they've won in a row.
Although they were forced to play that ball, they were right. I mean, they were right on it. And final 4 seconds come in, and yeah, that's a great point. Since again, the world record for bidding game that we saw, 1 minute 52 seconds. Got to talk about that. But since then, it's been all Shopify Rebellion. A close game too. Some objectives go their way. 2 oddballs in a row? And just like that, Shopify Rebellion have sucked all the air out of the room. They have literally stolen back momentum, and they haven't turned their heads since. They haven't turned back since.
I mean, it's crazy. This Rebellion roster is phenomenal. We've seen them week after week. You and I have casted many off-season tournaments. Rebellion are the real deal, which is why they've won these off-season tournaments. And, you know, you might say this is not LAN. We all understand that. This is the very first taste of these new teams since Roster Mania swept through Halo. And we get to see them firsthand. Obviously, it's going to be Legend in France on 100+ ping. Obviously, it's falconated instead of formal. Yeah, Rebellion are just so strong. I mean, they just seem like everyone's on the same page. I think they all had even slays right there as well, which goes to show. You see the objective time is constantly even between all of them. You see the slays are constantly even, not one player underperforming. It's just beautiful to see.
Well, we're going to see some more beautiful play because that was only one game of your grand finals reset of a best of 5 series. Renegade calling for the timeout here. Spin again, need a breather. They need to talk things over. Meanwhile, I'm just hoping that Active don't get tired on me. You know, you getting old, baby.
No.
I'm just saying that when we started cast, like maybe like 3:45, like around 4 o'clock. It's been 7 hours. Don't tell me you're getting tired, baby.
I am not getting tired. I'm just worried about someone doing something crazy and waking up my kids. They're in bed right now for school tomorrow morning, and I got to wake up with them at 6 a.m. But yeah, just that's all I'm worried about. Is I think they're used to me being loud, though. They have a loud dad. I think they know that.
You gotta be up at 6 a.m. So man, what if this tournament goes to like 1 o'clock in the morning? Your sleep schedule is chalk, huh?
Oh yeah, I'll take a little nap while they're in school. That's the beauty of it, you know.
Okay,
it's all good.
I gotcha. Well, guys, it looks like Renegade and Spin Again are ready, and it looks like we're actually gonna have just a little bit of a test game. Make sure that everything's running well. We want to make sure that everything's running perfect for the rest of this grand finals reset. So Recharge Slayer is going to be our game number 2. And while we're rating right now, why don't we talk about what Spin Again have to do to come back? Because again, game number 1, dominant. But since then, it has literally been all green. It's been all Shopify Rebellion.
I'll answer your question very simply. In game number 1, what did we see? We saw Renegade take snipe, Legend take snipe, and neither one of them missing a shot. That's what we saw, right? Pure dominance. That's what we need to see here. We need to see the individual skill come through. Obviously these guys have not played together. All 3 of these guys have not played together. Obviously they don't have formal, but Rebellion, they've done these off-season tournaments week in, week out. They are prepared as a team. I'm not sure, but maybe they've gone over some bot as well. It's a little bit early regardless, but yeah, these off-season tournaments are great experience for these rosters, and Rebellion have gotten a lot out of them, in my opinion.
Well, guys, if you're loving this action right now that you're seeing here, we got a great grand finals. We've gotten a bracket reset. We've seen some crazy stuff. Don't forget, follow on Twitch, sub on the YouTube, and make sure you have those notification bells turned on. Every time LVT Halo goes live, you already know it's about to be some craziness that goes down.
And this season's just gonna get better and better and better. Like I said earlier, I was in formal stream yesterday, and he said I'm not playing tomorrow, but maybe next week. So we could potentially see the OpTic Gaming roster fully formed with the next off-season event. And obviously we have SSG that has yet to be announced. I'm sure everybody knows that roster. It's just crazy. This is how season 4 is gonna be. Sign me up for every event, dude. Like, I'm so excited.
As of right now, Rebellion excited to see another Slayer here in this game number 2. 12-7 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion. Falcated does end up getting the kill, and more importantly, staying alive, getting his shield back, and then right back into covering his teammates back. Gotta love that out of Falcated.
Yeah, it's very important to do, right? You sometimes, like, when you're no shields, you just got to put your life on the line and try to trade out a kill, or like kind of peek together if you're both no shields. You don't ever want to go down without doing as much damage as possible before you fall in. That's the key to success here on Slayer. Obviously, get more kills than they do. Try to play your life when you get those kills and try to minimize the trades, but it's cycle with the camo. Let's see what we can do with it.
Just a 2-kill advantage right now, but you gotta love the fact that the utility control is in the hands of Shopify. But, well, I guess you would love it if you're a fan of Shopify, but if you're a fan of OpTic Gaming and 3/4 of this roster, maybe you're not too much of a fan of that. As 2 kills still somehow is the advantage. And Spin Again, we're able to not only take down Cycle with that camouflage, but bring us within 1 and get a shock rifle for themselves.
That's in the hands of Legend.
Wow.
And we're starting to see him come alive a little bit. Renegade's starting the game 7-4 as well. But this shock rifle is going to find itself back to the bat ledge while Renegade sits glass. So they're anticipating maybe a long haul push here, but you can see they're all kind of stuck on the tower side. It's a 1-kill game.
More players now starting to push through tower and try to make their way towards A. Falcated and Renegade finds Frosty, and last shot, the setup has been broken, or has it? Cycle with a double kill. Legend now forced to chase him down. Renegade was able to take him out, and only 2 kill swing for Spin Again.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate part of having the shock rifle on the bat ledge. You don't see that cross, and it was Rebellion that apparently did a ton of damage and, you know, made that cross from the side of Spin Again very difficult. I'm sorry, from the side of Rebellion very difficult. Legend not really able to find any cross angle on the guy's crossing cap, but he finds another kill once again. That will be out of ammo there, so they have the timer on that at least. You'll see the potential rotation towards that pipe side in about a minute when that shock rifle comes back up.
Spin Again have been able to shut down Frosty at the moment. Just 1 kill so far. They have a 6-kill advantage. Oh, make it 5. Roll 2 finds a very important kill. Rebellion alleviate the pressure.
Oh, shot gets the camo too. That's a 5-kill lead for Spin Again, but a camo for Rebellion. Falcon gets another one. Frosty caught out by himself there. He kind of pushed very aggressively. Maybe thought he had a little bit of cross angle. Maybe a player called one shot inside of the pipes, but it is all of Spin Again bunkered inside of those pipes. The shroud screen goes out to protect the cross. Here comes the push.
Last shot able to find one, but Legend comes from the flank side. No way to anticipate that one, so Camouflage was burned, and Rebellion still find himself down 5 kills.
And Spin Again find themselves on the pipe side. That shock rifle, I believe, is up now as well, but the cross angles are too much. Frost is on that tower 1. Anticipates potentially Renegade going for that shock. I'm sorry, a player from Rebellion going for that shock. Renegade ends up going down there on the long haul. Still the lead, but it's being chipped away at, Tony. 1 by 1, Spin Again continue to find themselves in the death screen.
A perfect prediction made out of Frosty. Gives him his 4th kill here. Now it's Renegade and Spin Again, widening their influence, covering both the gold side and now the long haul side. Some great shots from Legend from across the map, putting down some damage and then backs down bound, able to get a double kill here. And now that just means 2 players left for Rebellion as Spin Again continue to collapse, but Frosty with 1 bound on the push. A nade will shred his shields, and the second one will get rid of him.
Did you see the nade placement there? Royal 2 was behind the hydro. That was phenomenal. Frosty hides behind the box. There, he's tucking his head. Royal 2 throws a plasma right in front of him on the hydro. Wow, that is absolutely phenomenal defense. And all of that work, Tony. They're still down by 5.
Oh, what a shot, though. You allow Renegade to get away with the shock rifle, and that is not a key to success for Shopify Rebellion, up 1-0 so far in this series. But Renegade with the shock, Frosty has the camouflage and somehow creeps right behind bound. Renegade able to take down Royal 2 from across the map, but Shopify Rebellion on the collapse, and Frosty had no idea Legend was there. Joe, that was a ninja. I swear.
That was 100% a ninja.
I saw it. We all, chat.
I saw it.
Let 'em know.
We all saw it. We all saw it. Oh, Legend somehow stays alive there. The iron backside. Able to withstand the pressure, but still 4-kill game, 4-kill lead here for Spin Again. Make it 5. They continue to tear through, and it's Renegade. I said someone had to take over, Tony. 17-8.
Oh, he's taking over. And 44 kills already from Spin Again. Meanwhile, Rebellion haven't been able to crack 40 just yet. So if they play the cards right, they should be able to trade out for the win. But Frosty, this time that back smack will connect and be awarded for them. And now the push. They have no idea. The early shots go in, but Renegade takes down Roar 2, and Frosty's chasing Ghost.
Yeah, look how they slayed through the lane right there, Tony. That was so beautiful, right? They understand someone's flanking. They just slayed through Royal 2. Renegade gets another kill. 48-42 more left.
48. That means just 2 more needed here for Spin Again. Renegade still doesn't want to make any mistake here, so careful with this push. Finds the backside of Cycle and turns it into 1 kill, almost into 2. Don't worry, his teammates are always going to have his back. 50-43, the final score line. Spin Again, win again.
Why'd they win? Why'd they win?
Because they scored 50 before their opponents.
Okay, Tony, deeper than that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, please.
Someone took over. And I said this already. On paper, individually, there's a ton of talent on this roster. A ton. Renegade, 21 kills. That is the Renegade that wins world championships. That is the Renegade that wins games. And you got to be afraid of that, man. Like, it's not glazing. Shut the hell up. It's real. He's individually one of the best players in the game, and he can take over. If Rebellion can stop that, then their teamwork will come out on top, of course, right? But that it's the same formula we had with that FaZe roster. A player has to take over. The great part is you have 4 different players that can do that on that Spin Again roster or that OpTic roster. So very excited to see how this turns out, but beautiful showcase by Renegade in that game.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you highlighted Renegade to this right here. Clam, and then that couldn't be any. I don't know. That couldn't be any more perfect. What else does have to be?
I mean, it's pretty good to me. Type 1 if I'm glazing, by the way. I am glazing. Listen, I love Renegade, okay?
I will say, I'm glad you highlighted Renegade, because they think about it. In the Slayer match, 12 kills is a good game. 16 is a great game. 21 is inconceivable, and he did it in the grand finals. Like, what?
It's kind of crazy. It's crazy. What else is crazy is the freaking teamwork of this Rebellion roster. They watching how they take their routes and watching how they're always prepared to trade out a kill or capitalize on damage. This is all stuff we talk about with Halo all the time, but there's so much damage that goes unchecked, so much damage that gets away. They do a great job of getting away with damage and getting away with the first flag cap, Tony. 1-0 Rebellion.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to just, turn that momentum right back on your opponent. It's like, hey, you got that win, great. Well, it's a new game. It's a swing game number 3 at 1, but we start off with a 1-0 in favor of Shopify Rebellion.
The cool part about this season, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to be able to see the strengths and weaknesses of these new teams. That is the most interesting thing to me. You always have teams and team compositions that are maybe stronger on an Aquarius flag, or maybe stronger in Slayer, like we see in Rebellion, except for that game 2 for some reason. But you always see different strengths and weaknesses. I'm excited to see which team would be stronger here on Aquarius as the season goes on.
Well, as of right now, Spin Again trying to prove that they're good at all aspects here of the game and have little weaknesses within their map pool. Right now, down 0-1 to Shopify Rebellion. They just have gone 3 down. It's a lot of space that you're giving up to Frosty and Rebellion.
Look how far you got that flag, too. You hit that slide perfectly. You can get that flag all the way to the bottom center door, and then you can hit another curb slide off a table into your side bottom center, and then you can... There's a lot of curb sliding, Tony. A lot of slippery sliding. And that flag can go very quickly, but it's Legend aggressive on the side of Rebellion's base.
That LT to zoom gives me a headache. Oh my goodness.
You gotta switch to it, Tony. People don't click anymore. Stop being old.
I don't like change. Overshield's down, but not for long. Cycle right on it, and that is a utility that ultimately Spin Again didn't want to give up, but Cycle takes it.
Yeah, but I got to commend Bound right there. He knows that that Overshield is going to get picked up, so he makes sure to do as much damage as possible. Gets it down to just a sliver. Still, Overshield is going to be impactful because that means Bound's not on the map anymore, and this could be potentially the it is the second cap. 2-0 lead.
Big 2-0 and a big kill out of Bound, but Spin Again, 3 down. Renegade, the final player, and does a damn good job taking on the 1v2.
Oh man, they finally get Rebellion. 3 dead, I believe it was, but they can't take space on the map fast enough. Look who's on their side. He spawns up immediately. Frosty is in their utility. He might get caught out here potentially, but yeah, he does. Bound ended up taking him out, but yeah, again, it's all 4 down for Spin Again. Why? Because 2 players were drawn towards Frosty in the utility, which opens up the entirety of top center. And that, it's just so easy. This flag is going to run through, Cycle's going to relay it, and this could be flag number 3.
Could be. He's running it in right now and spin again, find himself on the low side of the map here. Oh, but there is one player that has infiltrated. Let me legend. Well, Cycle, his heads up. He's gonna deal with that. Somebody relays it in, and just like that, Rebellion put their third flag cap in a row.
And the Spin Again are doing a great job of getting kills, but they're getting kills after the flag cap goes in. So it's players that are, you know, out of position or just trying to defend the flag cap, maybe over challenge so they get the flag cap and convert on it. And Tony, I think that's an overshield. My math is terrible. I think it's overshield number 3 in a row for Rebellion here.
Like, come on, Spin Again. You just killed the flag carrier.
Yeah,
that's it. Don't get the kills after they tap the flag. Get it before. Someone needs to tell Spin Again this. Yeah. Where's Tusk?
Just win. That's all you need to do. It's Rebellion that's kind of trapped inside the util. And again, look how they fight out of this util. They only trade for
reversal.
Ew. I'm going home, Tony. See you later.
Just a bit of silence. Wow. Well, yeah. That happened. 3-0 lead, making 4-0 as Rebellion one cap away from ultimately taking this game number 3. And we just saw a disgusting ninja.
That was a ninja that time, Tony. That one.
That was a ninja.
Yeah, that
was a Sasuke. That was a Naruto, brother.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. The last one, they're like, you know, you scammed us on this one. Let's get a real one, and they do just that. 4-0, very dominant. Why did Rebellion do this every time? Like, why do they do this every time? We go to a reset. You know, they don't do it every time, but when they're on the loser side, go to a reset. We play through this whole thing. You know, like. Gosh, like it's crazy. These guys are talented, man. 4-0 is nuts against this roster. Falcade is a disgusting player. I don't care what anyone says. This guy is gross. He's really good. And still, Rebellion are having their way.
They want to make you sweat a little bit. That's what it must be. Overshield about to come up, and right now Psycho and Renegade in a sweaty battle for it. Renegade survives and almost takes away the overshield, but it's just stopped short. Rebellion do find himself 4 down, so that is a flagpole and an overshield for Bound and Spin Again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of life being shown here out of Spin Again. Will they spin themselves into victory is the question. Oh, that's unfortunate. His OS is gone now. I'm not going to be able to utilize that. That will be a cap here for Spin Again. And Bound, you see him immediately going towards the base. They're going to try to relay another cap here. They still have 5 minutes left, a lot of time. But Rebellion are stuck inside their base still. They're in the util side, so Bound's going to get taken out.
I mean, decent amount of time, but I mean, still being down 3 caps must be mentally deflating, just like Frosty. Yeah. Pivoting over toward the top hallway side, and I think he got like a nade bounce, and that might have like caused him to miss the melee. What was that?
I don't know. Looked like that melee was pretty clean, but yeah, the nade bounce, the mechanics are kind of crazy in this game. I'm excited to see what kind of implications they bring to the season and in high pressure moments. It's gonna be fun to watch, but yeah, I mean, still, it's just Rebellion. They're not really, you know, aggressing to try and get this last cap. It's kind of like, you know, we have a little bit of cushion to work with, and they're going to use that to just slow down the pace of the game a bit.
Well, as right now, Falcade has Spin Again. They need to speed it up right now with 4.5 minutes or less than that. They really have their backs against the wall right now. Great double on the Falcade, but World 2 sitting over toward the P2 side and just watching things like a hawk. Just one more cap needed here by Shopify Rebellion, but they're in no rush. They want their slaves to do the battle for them.
West is coming up again, though. And we saw Spin Again with 1 overshield get a cap. They only have this overshield and 1 more at the 2-minute mark, and that's about it to work with. This is a crazy child by Pound. My goodness gracious. He's trying to help out his teammate in Renegade, but both of them, look at this. Both players from Shopify get away scot-free once again with 0 shields, Tony. I think this is one of the bigger problems, I should say. No ability to clean up that damage that's been done.
I want to apologize to Matt, World 2, and the rest of the chat. I did not realize that he was 21-9, now 22-10 right now.
Whoa, yeah, my bad.
Yo, my man, World 2 going off this game. Loving what I'm seeing. When he's slaying, you know Rebellion. Like when he's playing this type of gameplay, you know Shopify is going to be A-okay.
You know what's really freaking stupid? The fact that he's like a level 99 Slayer and has been playing RuneScape this entire time, and he's still disgusting. It blows my mind. It really does. These guys are just so talented. It's like riding a bike. Except when I try to ride my bike, it doesn't work. So, I don't know. It's crazy. There it is. Game 3, I'm sorry. Won by Rebellion.
It's like riding a bike. You never forget, except for you, Tim, you know. And are you saying that RuneScape and Halo are like nothing alike? Like, aren't they kind of similar?
Of course they're not alike. No, how are they similar?
Tony? Yeah, I don't know. Isn't like I don't know, point and click, shoot your gun or something? What's RuneScape?
Okay.
I never played RuneScape. I have no idea. I literally have no clue.
He's been non-stop playing
RuneScape
it.
out to me. I literally like, oh yeah, Fortnite. I don't know.
He's been non-stop playing it, and he just comes in here and dominates. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a fortune teller or anything, but I assume we're going to see a little bit of the same thing with Formal next week. I'm not glazing, chat. Don't freaking say that again. There's can we watch that ninja again so the chat forgets that I am glazing? There it goes.
So you're going to gas up the ninja?
Oh, what a great ninja by Royal, too. What? Look at this. So good.
Oh, good God.
Why you gotta say it like that?
That's
Why
awesome.
do you?
What? No, I'm not trying. I'm just saying. I'm like, wow, that's great. What?
Tony, you went. Oh God.
I mean, I didn't.
Why do you do that?
I didn't mean. I was just appreciating it. I don't know. I just, I don't know.
I think that's worse than me glazing. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, 2-1, Tony. I mean this is nuts. 5-1 on Aquarius CTF. They look dominant. I saw, after that first win, record time win out of Spin Again, Frosty looked pissed off. And, maybe he just made everyone else mad, and now here we go. Maybe, you know what? Screw all that. Maybe it's because they have War Z in their tag, Tony. Is that what it is?
Must be. I don't know, man. But right now, this entire Shopify Rebellion roster are playing different. Like they are, like you said, they're playing angry. You can see they're playing with a new energy. And right now, Spin Again. They got to figure out a way to stop them. As simple as that, because Shopify Rebellion could be crowned your champion once again, and this time coming out of the lower bracket.
It's nuts. And they've done it out of the lower bracket before. I just think, it's going to be a tough one to come back from. I think it's possible, but we got to see some life. We saw a little bit of life in that game too. And we talk about how good Shopify are at Slayers, but Renegade took over that game with 21 kills. He's got to kind of do that again. One of them has to. I know Bound can take over. I know Royal 2, Legend. Legend's great, but he's going to have a hard time taking over with 100 plus ping. Regardless, I definitely think one of these guys can take over and make this a series, bring us to a game 5.
Well, just like Frosty and Last Shot's clan tag, so far this grand finals has been a war. Solitude King of the Hill is coming up next. Spin Again, down in the series, came out to the winner's side. Mentally, what do you think is going on through their head, throughout the course of this entire grand finals?
I'm actually really curious if they're tilting. That's kind of like something I'm curious about. If not, then it's just like, let's go to the next game. Let's make something happen. It's kind of funny because you remember the 2v2s, LBT Money Tuesdays, Renegade World, Renegade Bound, those 2v2s. Now they have this like rivalry, but on the same team. It's like the banter. So I don't know if there's any bantering going on. Regardless, what has to happen is someone's got to take over. That we have to see the individual prowess that we're used to seeing out of those 3 individual players on that Spin Again roster.
Yeah, I feel like when Renegade and Bound have that friendly banter going at each other, the vibes are great. They're kind of digging on each other, but it's like, it's more like kind of a playful type of stuff.
Yeah.
I can see that being really well, but when down 1-2 in a series of a reset after losing the first series, after the way things have gone right now, I don't know if you're hearing that playful banter. That's a good point. I don't know if you're hearing that right now in the comms of Spin Again.
I'm gonna pay really close attention to the top right and the top left of the screen. Just kind of, you know, I feel like the kills tell, you know, not the whole story, but I think they tell a good amount of the story and who's kind of popping off here. Like I said, I'd like to see a lot more motion and activity out of those guys if they're gonna bring this series back. It's only one game, and we go to a game 5. Definitely possible, but it's got to happen right now.
Well, right now, it's the last shot on screen who's set up over toward the gold side. Even Weekend still somehow trying to find some angles, trying to put down some damage. And Renegade does a great job of trying to repulse the stick. Yeah, was it a second too late, maybe?
It might have been. Sometimes the repulse, sometimes the repulse breaks a little bit too. But regardless, yeah, it's really hard to time those, especially the plasma nades, and of course that plasma pistol. Very hard to time the repulse on those, but. It didn't work out that time, and Bound will find Rebellion 3 down. He'll find himself in the hill, now looking for the spawns. Are they split? Frosty is all the way forward. He's the first spawner, and that's what you have to do as his first spawner, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a lesson for you. Depending on the situation, of course, you have to take map space. That's what Frosty does here.
Oh, Shopify Rebellion to go 3 down once again, so maybe that wasn't a part of their whole game plan, but that's a full squad wipe and a camouflage and so much hill time coming in from Spin again. I don't even know if Rebellion have enough time to make it in the hill.
Yeah, this is a really good start, and you see the slays are definitely on the side of Spin again. I said I would look at the top left and the top right of the screen. It's Bound to 7-3. You know, Legend, you know, starting off pretty solid as well. And this camo be a factor here as well, but Renegade gets dropped on. Playing for Renegade is what you have to do. Shut down that momentum quick.
Down 0-1 right now with Shopify Rebellion, at least in this game, not quite the series here. Frosty does a great job of not allowing Legend to get out with his life, and then wraps right back. Doesn't want to overheat, as it's still a 3-man push from Spin again, trying to infiltrate from the cafe side through the flower side. Frosty, a great angle to chip away at the shields. Royal 2 is all the way up over towards the snipe side. He's going to be taken down, and will Rebellion be able to hold?
This is the money hill, Tony. It's very hard to break this hill, and they broke it, but at the very last second, you see the swarm coming through from Spin again, and it's lots of pressure from the loop side. You're gonna have to see way more slays than this, and it's not gonna happen. A couple players left on the side of Spin again. At this point, unless you can get the kills, you gotta rotate to do, and right now, last shot's gonna finish it off. It's 1-1.
Just like that. You're seeing Falcade and Spin again, not only winning a pivotal fight, but also having presence towards that cafe side, so close towards this hill, but funneling from the snipe side are Rebellion. From bottom snipe over towards the hotel, they claim control, and they want the camo as well.
Royal 2's in such a strong spot here at the top of snipe, and he's gonna scoop up the camo as well. This is so good by Royal 2. Oh, I thought he missed the jump to go to the top of camo, but he was going for the kill, and Renegade's down to no shields as well, but Bound catches him. Beautiful route by Bound. Catches him off guard, but now he's down to no shields, and this is the thing. Shopify Rebellion, very good at cleaning up damage. The only problem is Psycho's the last player alive, and he goes down to Legend.
Yeah, Bound decides to dance with him. Takes a lot of damage, but somehow stays alive, and I mean, at this level of gameplay, you know your teammates are going to have your back, and Spin again, covering each other well. Renegade covers Frosty pretty well, turns it into a double kill off screen. Renegade doing some things, and Bound just waiting for the right time to strike. There it is, 3 down, go Rebellion.
Yeah, look at the top right. 10-6 out of Bound, 8-3 out of Renegade. Everyone else having a solid game as well, but those slays are really a big factor of this. Not everything, of course, but starting to heat up a little bit. Still though, Rebellion, they end up getting Spin again 3 down. Bound's the first spawner, so they have to find him quick, and they have his information now. Now they know where the rest of Spin again are gonna spawn.
Despite being at a disadvantage, Rebellion are able to find those kills, but so does Bound off his spawn. Right at Roll 2, right at last shot. No fear in this man's heart as Bound tries to force Rebellion away from this hill. So close to taking it, but you still gotta deal with Bound.
Yeah, Bound's got a nice little flow going, but someone in the chat had mentioned about his series and how he hasn't gone positive often in this series, and it's just a timing type situation, right? Sometimes you're the first player into the battle. Sometimes you're that entry fragger type position where you enter in, you do as much damage as possible, and just hope that your teammates have angles to clean up. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Right now, it seems to be working out. It's going to be spin again with a little bit more time on the score here, about 3/4 of the way, and it's Cycle with another camo. This is Renegade had the last one, now Cycle's got this one, and this is not a good time for Rebellion to have camo if you're a Spin Again fan.
Sometimes you're the bait, sometimes you're the switch, and hey, as long as that player goes down, it's going to be successful, and that's what Spin Again are doing. They're keeping their eyes on the prize, but apparently so is Cycle. He has his eyes set on every last member of Spin Again. A triple kill, a one-shot falcated, and Shopify Rebellion will be stealing this hill away. Wait,
you see it. I don't know. I mean, there's no really pressure on that side, so I would assume they do. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, you saw Cycle right there. He doesn't go for the over. Obviously, it's like clean. He kind of wants it, but at the same time, he knows that if he has that camo on to snipe too, and the spawns come out on the glass, he can take that free space without being seen, or potentially not being seen, which is so huge for him. And that's why he doesn't challenge that overkill as much dopamine as it would give him. Make sure to make the smart play instead.
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. I'm just over here the mindset of like, yo, bump that, bro. Like I ain't getting no hill time. That's me. I'm going for the overkill, bro. Wait, when do y'all hop in the hill? I need a highlight clip, bro. I'm trying to make a montage. I don't know. I guess that's just me.
If this is a live event, maybe he goes for it because that crowd being loud might be enough to spark the team. You know what I mean? Like there's different scenarios, but yeah, you're 100% right. I would challenge that all day.
Not like shut up. 2-1 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion. Less than a minute on the clock, and last shot did make the smart play.
I would challenge all day. I would challenge every day of the week. I'd challenge that. Frosty challenge. Nice little kill on the falcated. Freely moving around, Tony. Look at the bottom center of the screen. 40 seconds left.
This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Less than a minute on the clock right now. Spin Again, who have looked great so far here on Solitude. As of right now, on the backs of last shot's triple and their big win on that third hill. Now it's Spin Again that are running out of time. They gone 3 down. Frosty almost gets away with the camouflage, but how do you play for camo? Do you play for hill? What can you do? You might get none because Psycho steals away the camouflage, and Spin Again have to get in the hill. I don't know if they can.
It's going to be a really tough hill here, Tony. I don't think they can either, honestly. It's the driveway hill as well. No way. No, they do not. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebellion are your off-season champions once again.
Congratulations, and wow, what a series back-to-back. Shopify Rebellion get the job done, and they're still batting 100 when it comes to championships in the off-season. I think many might start to believe that Shopify Rebellion will be a legit threat this season as they get the job done. Tony, initial thoughts on what you think about Shopify Rebellion's tournament. Remember, losing in the winner's side, but winning the back-to-back 3-1s in grand finals.
And I mean, that's the key. Shopify Rebellion were resilient, and nothing could waver that mental. Not even a minute and 52-second forbidden game, which normally would have cracked most teams, but they didn't give a damn. They then go 3 straight, then come into this bracket reset and simply get the job done, not the dog done, the job done. And that just tells me that is mental fortitude. And that is a really good sign for Shopify Rebellion going into the 2025 season.
But on the other side, this Spin Again roster, I mean, a lot of talent there. Is there anything, any piece, any person that's missing that could potentially make a difference in your mind, Active?
All right, so here's the deal, right? These are off-season tournaments. They're online. We all know that. We all know that, this OpTic Gaming roster is without Formal, but they also don't have any reps, right? We know that Rebellion have the reps. I think everything changes when this season begins, but I still have to see, right? Obviously, Formal, yes, a great piece to the puzzle. Puts that damage in. Communication is really solid. I would imagine a lot of IGLing as well. I think he's a perfect fit, and it's gonna be really good with him on the roster. But I'm not gonna put down Falcon. I think Falcon play really well. With Formal, I need to see more. I need to see more reps. I need to see the off-season tournament next week, and then we'll kind of come to a conclusion. But I think it's just really early to make any predictions or anything like that as of right now.
Well, for those that are asking where is Formal, I got some good news for you. Yesterday, first time during the offseason that he was streaming Halo Infinite. So that might just be a sign pointing to him competing next weekend. And there's some teams that we haven't seen yet that I'm sure are going to want practice before they go into the regular season. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Space Station Gaming signing up as well. But I mean, who knows what the roster is? It truly is a mystery. You might need some lucid dreams to figure that conundrum out. Am I right, Tony?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, whatever the roster is, I mean, we know it's going to be stellar. That's what we do know. We know it's gonna be a stellar roster,
yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be popping out, right? It's gonna shine bright, but make sure that it doesn't shine too bright. We want to make sure that we're eco-friendly here, right? Isn't that right, Active?
Yes.
Thanks, Tip.
Thanks, Tip.
Hey, thank you to everyone.
You guys did great. That was good.
Thank you to everyone that was watching the stream today, and everyone that was watching over on Twitch and YouTube. I see YouTube chat's popping right now, and I just want to say, if you're watching over on YouTube, I have one simple ask, right? 50% of people that watch our videos on YouTube, whether it be the live stream, whether it be our videos or our shorts, they don't subscribe to the channel. I know it's not on you, right? I think it's a pretty common thing. Like I don't really sub to many of the channels that I watch on YouTube because YouTube just recommends them to me. So just make sure that you check if you are subbed. If you aren't, just hit the sub button for us. It helps us. It lets us have a little bit better analytics and show that off to people that could potentially sponsor the show later on. It's a great thing for us. Over on the Twitch side, you guys were awesome today. I mean, the subs were everywhere. Y'all were excited in chat, and you stuck with us through some technical difficulties and got us to that finish line. Thank you guys all for watching, and congratulations once again to Shopify Rebellion. What a tournament these guys put on. As we leave today, I want to open up the floor to my two casters here. We'll start with you, Tim. And do you have any last words before we close up the stream and send everyone home?
Just want to quickly say thank you guys for all the support that you give LVT. I said it a million times. Without you guys, we would not be here. So the Twitch Prime subs, watching ads and complaining about them all the time, but watching ads are really good for LVT. And without you guys, we wouldn't be able to make it to LAN events and all of that. Again, I appreciate being able to cast, and I'm just so excited about this season. This season is going to be phenomenal. I'm seeing a lot of predictions in the chat. You guys are you're crazy. I don't know how you're predicting this early. We still have yet to see a lot of these teams play. We still have yet to see a lot of these teams put in the work. So excited to see how things turn out when those things happen. But regardless, off-season, great content before we get the roadmap.
Tony, any last words for stream?
Yeah, man, I'm glad that Active, definitely gave some love to the community and whatnot. I really do appreciate that. But I'm gonna give you the flip side, and you guys suck. Like, I mean, only 52% of you guys are subbed to YouTube. That's crazy. The level of production and the work that gets put down here, like, and only 52%. Hit that sub button right now to redeem yourself. And Twitch chat, what is going on right now? I need more follows. I need more subs. I need more gift. I need more energy, bro. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, do better. Come back next week and do freaking better.
Tony, they're all sad. Tony, you made them sad.
You should be. You're the saddest chat that I've seen in my history of watching Halo. You are sad.
Chat. I love you. I love you, chat. Don't listen to it. You guys are great. but we would like to see you next week because we do have 2 tournaments coming up. Saturday, it's the 1v1 showdown. Get yourself involved. We had a fantastic tournament on Saturday. Last Shot won his second 1v1 title, and honestly, I'm trying to think, is there anyone that can challenge the man? Any pro players that want to put him to the test? Because right now he is running away with the best 1v1 player title in the game, and I feel like maybe some pros might want to pick a fight with that title. And we have the last off-season 4v4 event before we start heading into the regular season of year 4 in the HCS. Best time to get your practice in, test out new teammates as we prepare for this next season. Ensure that you're ready to come in and fry with the rest of them. And honestly, I like to play just because I get a chance of playing against a pro player if I play in the tournament. And I always think that's just a neat little accomplishment. So ensure that you sign up, and if you're gonna play or if you just want to watch, you can always do it here on LVT Halo. We're the home for grassroots Halo. We're the home for the best of the best when it comes to Halo content. We love every single one of y'all that come out and watch with us, and want to give one final congratulations to Shopify Rebellion. Like I said, batting 100, 1,000 at the plate right now whenever they play in these tournaments. It is shocking how good they are. This team is legit, and you should be scared if you see them on land. And hopefully we get that roadmap right soon, right, Tashi? Please, soon. I need a roadmap. Maybe that comes out this week. Hopefully. We can all hope. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys later. Sub to the channel, and have a good night.
Double kill.
I made a